You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
I'm never late. I'm always on time.
Oh.
When have I ever watched him?
I want wings and pizza.
Is wings and pizza?
I want wings and pizza.
Yeah.
I played with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
It's Friday. Did I say it right?
It's Friday.
It's
Friday.
Friday.
Long weekend.
Friday. What up,
what up,
Friday? We're collecting game checks here. Now, all right, but preseason's over.
Mm-hmm.
Training camp already did it. We're just collecting game checks now. Is that cool? Is that all right? Glad you could join us on a beautiful Friday. Honestly, I'm gonna play the role that I know. I'm gonna be the old man for a second because you kids never look at the weather. You know what? I think the cold weather's done.
I think so too.
I looked at the extended forecast and it's like 70, 70, 70, 79, 70, 70, 70, 81. I think we can say it. Yeah. I think the cold weather's done. Art's shaking his head in the other room.
We got one big storm coming next week. Huge.
Are you joking?
17 inches of snow.
Listen, I tell you. Art is the most negative person you ever meet in life.
I'm
working with them, though. I'm working with Art, and Art is starting to become more of a positive thinker. Because he always had a NMA, a negative mental attitude. Now he's getting a positive mental attitude.
Yeah, have the dyslexic person trying to figure out algorithms and metaphors and everything. Great job, Joy. Yeah. What was it? It was what? MMA?
NMA, not MMA, because I know you love MMA, but it's NMA, negative mental attitude, and now you have a positive mental attitude.
Well, your positive attitude's making me screw up my job, so focus on the show.
Arthur, listen, seriously.
No, the way you operate is making you screw up your job.
I've already screwed up 3 times.
I have the weather app right now, which I highly recommend it. I think once you're over 40, listen to 72,
I check mine
70.
every day.
Do you really?
Every day. I checked it this morning.
How are you supposed to know how to dress in Michigan?
How do you know when to wear sunglasses?
Yeah,
you don't
Birmingham Kennedy came in today.
Listen,
no, put it back on. Put it
was
on. Keep
sick
it on.
of not fitting in with the Birmingham moms around here, so I wanted to step up my bougie game. I put my Tiffany necklace on.
Ooh.
I got my thick glasses on.
Bougie game.
But I mostly wore these
middle?
because I was trying to look more serious and scary because I'm told around here all the time that I'm too freaking nice.
You know what, though? I heard yesterday from people who watched the show, and it's like, you know what? I like Art. I love you, but I really love Kennedy.
Shut up. No one is saying that.
I'm telling you the truth. I promise you.
What were we talking about before? I'm the villain, and that's okay. Did you hear that?
They said you remind
her
of
Joy's too
Pilar.
nice to tell me.
They said you remind me. They're like, Kennedy reminds me of Pilar on the Hook. She's so beautiful, so friendly. I just love her attitude.
Fact.
That's why you wear the glasses so nobody can see your tears.
We had a show meeting yesterday
all the Birmingham moms are crying.
where there was only one
Birmingham
person in the
moms
show
don't cry.
meeting, and our boss Chad yelled at me for about 10 straight minutes. And it was really cool because all he did was talk about what a great job Art was doing and Joyce was doing and Kennedy was doing, and he yelled at me, and that's okay. I can take it.
What did he say?
I don't want to tell you because it hurt my heart.
It's good, but it's
It
good
hurt
to
my
relive
heart.
those moments so you can do a better show, so you don't have to.
I need a lot of work. Well, but it was funny. You know what? The one thing that we talked about, and I told Kennedy this before the show started. I said, you know what? I like when Kennedy's on with us. I said she's smart. She knows what she's doing. She always has a perky attitude. Look at that right now. See the perkiness right there?
Always perky.
I said that's good. That's it.
Head up.
And
Head
I'm
up,
not.
champ.
I'm not playing the role of calm here, right? See, I'm going to use an acronym for you, Joik. I'm not playing the role of calm here, creepy old man. I'm like literally. I'm serious. She's like, I'd be proud if she was my daughter. She's.
I'm gonna tell you this,
good
Sean.
kid.
You hear
Sean,
that, Mike? Mike
Sean,
Bravo.
I have to tell you this right now, Sean. You have to be careful what you say on this show because people take you serious. They take you serious. Everything they take you serious. I'm coming into work this morning, and my grandmother texts me, good morning, boy. And I always text her back, good morning, girl. Or I text her back, good morning, little booty.
Yeah.
And she always laugh, and we go to text, and she said, I promise you, I cannot make this up.
All right.
She said, go easy on Art today. And she said, go easy on Art today. And be easy on Sean too, cause he's 71. I thought he was in his 60s. I said, Grandma, he's 50. She said, no, he said he was 71 yesterday. I said, Grandma, he was just joking. She took you serious. She said, shame on me. You made my grandma say shame on me.
Wow. You know, when I shave, I kind of feel like I'm 40-something. When I don't, no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, really, Grammy Whammy, I'm 50.
But, you know, speaking of shaving, you have free cuts here at Lady Jane's Hair in Birmingham, Michigan, right on Woodward. Come by and check
Come in,
us out.
say hello.
Come
Hello,
and say
Arthur. Arthur's got his hand up.
I
Hello,
feel
Arthur.
like we've gotten to a point to where we're almost a little too close on this show, though, because, Joik, I think what you did the other day was very inappropriate and HR level.
So we'll do that.
And this
we'll
is
do
why
that at the
I
end of
have
the
my
show.
shades
At the end of the
on.
show.
No, it's on the prep to do it at the beginning of
No,
the
we
show.
don't want to do it at the beginning. I want to do it at the very end.
You come in with 3 minutes left to go before
Okay,
the
then
show
my
starts.
shades are coming
We have
off.
a prep sheet that we follow
I
every
can't
day.
see.
But yeah, Joik's rules. Let's do whatever the fuck we
Hey,
want.
you better uncrumble that. I worked hard.
No,
Thank you.
Joik doesn't give a shit.
I do give it, because we're going to go over it. We're just going to put it at the end.
I literally have this set out to talk about it right now. But yeah, when I
Shut
screw
up
up
and do
the show
hey,
later,
hey,
it's your
hey,
fault.
hey, whose show is this? Is this Belize in the Bill or Belize in Bill and Art?
Hey, listen.
Artemis. Is this
Tune out the
Artemis
door.
show?
Tune
No,
out the door.
that's not-
Actually, hour 45. Why don't you come in at 11:15? Why don't you just come in at 11:15?
You know what? I'm going to come in at 10:59 just for you.
Good.
Just for you.
Good. And put a smile on that face.
There's always a smile on my
I
face.
still don't know what this shower video is. I saw a picture. But I don't know what it is. Like
So-
I don't
so-
want to know, but
so-
I want to know.
So
wanna know?
this is what it is. They wanted to have a meeting on Thursday, and you know I always go to the gym. I'm at the gym at 6:30. I'm there till about 8:39, and I have to rush home to shower to be able to get here. And I'm getting calls from everybody, and I get a call from Kenny.
everybody.
I'm getting a call. Everybody's calling me, not just you. I'm getting calls from everybody. And then I get a call from Kennedy, and it's a FaceTime. And so I have my phone laying down like in the shelf in my shower, and I answer it. Here we go, right here. Here we
I
go.
love it so much. Look how I was so shook.
And the conversation with, she said, all I hear is noise in the background. All I hear is Art. Is he in the shower? I said, yes, I'm in the shower. What do you guys want? I'm trying to get to the meeting. What do you guys want? And Art is like, and all I hear is Art in the background. Oh my God. And Kenny's just laughing. I said, I'm trying to get to the office.
I was laughing and I look at Art. I go, do you think this is like an HR issue? I was like, is this a problem or like is this fine? I don't know. I've never been in an office setting really before.
Yeah. Creepy old Kennedy.
Look at that.
Creepy old Kennedy. Look at you, bro.
Huh? Look at Kennedy. Laughing. Like, what do you guys want? I'm trying to
I've
take a
ever
shower
laughed that
here.
hard.
Let
You
me
could have just
shower.
not
It was
answered.
your little bonnet that really sent me
When
over.
It's not
business
a bonnet,
calls,
it's a
I
shower
answer.
cap
Shower
because I
cap,
can't
bonnet.
because I can't get my hair wet.
Do you know what
I
the
understand.
forgotten aspect about this story is though? Can I tell you? I'm just going to point this out to you
Real
guys.
quick, is that a graphic of a Photoshop shower cap on my head right there?
Can I tell you
That's
something?
horrible.
Can we
That's
have
horrible.
a proud of Art moment? That was the first lower third I ever made on this show.
And he's sexy. It's freaking horrible.
Oh, you did that, Art?
I made that.
Even
looks
I
like you did it 'cause
Afraidy's
it's
in here
horrible.
happy.
Thanks,
It looks like you
appreciate
did.
it.
It's terrible.
Do you know what I want to
Terrible
tell you
Photoshop.
guys out there though, and maybe this is the second part of this
I
conversation.
want to see you make a Photoshop
Notice how
document,
they
Joy.
had a show meeting? Did you notice somebody was missing from that show meeting?
Wait, what?
I
What?
wasn't invited to that show meeting.
Well,
Yeah, don't owe me. No, don't owe me.
No.
There was a show meeting.
No.
Where was I?
The
I am
show
so
meeting
outta here. I am
yesterday
so outta
morning
here.
that we had. Joik told me the day before. He said, "Call me in the morning so I don't forget to come in early."
I didn't know.
So
anything.
that's why
that's not what
I
happened.
FaceTimed him.
so
I didn't know
stupid.
anything about it.
Call me in the morning because I don't have an alarm or reminder app on my phone because I'm a diva. Show up on time,
Because he
man.
was grinding at the gym.
I'm grinding at the gym every morning. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Jim
it's like
doesn't
6
pay
in the
your bills.
morning.
Yes, it does.
Not
The
here.
gym does not take you 4 hours.
You said what?
You're up at like 6, right? Going to the gym early?
No, the gym doesn't open up to 6:30.
Okay, so you're there at 6:30 then.
And I leave the gym at 8:30.
Okay.
Between 8:30 and 9. So say
Okay,
8:45.
last time I checked, that's
Hold up,
2
let me-
hours
can
to
you,
11.
You want to hear the schedule or no?
I do
You
wanna
wanna
hear the schedule.
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I need you to shut your mouth.
I
and
will.
listen.
I will.
All right, so, yep, you saw that, Kennedy?
I saw it.
You saw it. And so I leave the gym at 8:45. I get home at around 9:05, 9:10. I take a shower. I have to do my face and make sure I get washed up, take my shower, and I'm leaving the house around like 10 o'clock. And it takes me like 35 minutes to get here. So what, take a shower, get dressed, leave the crib at 10 o'clock, get here at 10:30. So what's the issue? Sometimes it's traffic, sometimes it's not.
Okay,
what do you want?
so late is 10:50 then, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
it takes
late-
you 35.
late
maybe
is
add 5 or
11:01.
10 to
He
traffic.
beat Sean to the
That's
meeting on
10:50
Thursday.
then.
Yeah.
I
I
gotta
beat
say,
Sean to the meeting on Thursday.
It's true.
Are you getting on Sean? Are you gonna get on Sean? I beat Sean to the
He
meeting
was
on
watching
Thursday.
Russian
No,
hockey.
no, no,
I'll
no,
give
no,
him
no,
a
no,
break.
no. Answer that question.
I didn't know there was a
I beat
meeting.
Sean to the meeting on Thursday. Are you gonna say anything to Sean?
Maybe he wasn't invited to the meeting. Maybe he didn't need to be at
And
the
that's
meeting.
your fault
No.
because you started to be in contact with everybody.
We started talking about the meeting on Monday.
Was Sean invited to the meeting, Kennedy?
Yes. We have a group chat. Yes.
Art goes no. Kenny goes yes.
damn it!
Art, you're in the group chat too. When I talk in the
Kennedy
group chat,
and
it
Bell
just
next week coming up Monday.
You know what it was. You know what? Do you know what he did to our text message? He put it up in the air.
I did.
That's why.
put it up in the
That's
air.
why.
He opened up the text messages. He went to Belize the Bell. You know what he did? He did this.
Oh, don't delete our. That's our text.
That's what he
me
did.
and you, man.
Yeah, it was our text.
There were 3 this morning already. I saw Maz chimed in
Yeah.
on the Woodward Sports thing, and I said, this is of no concern to me, and I just deleted them right away. So, do we need to call HR? Is that inappropriate? Joik, I got your back here. No.
Yeah.
That's
You-
what. That's
no.
what.
You
Bro,
said what?
You would answer.
I would FaceTime in the shower. I have a stand-up shower. Okay,
Right, I
that
have
is
a-
one thing I have indulged myself in. I have a wonderful stand-up shower, and if Art, because you know how Art is, I need to talk to you now. If I would go, Art. I'm in the shower. Is that cool? I'm not gonna scan
Listen.
down. But here's you and
In
I
my
can
face.
have a
I
conversation.
didn't have a nipple in it or anything.
I would do it.
And the thing was this. This is the thing,
I
though,
would be
Sean.
really offended by your nipple.
This is no, you wouldn't.
OnlyFans.
So this is the thing. When they called, my phone was laying down, looking up. And then Art said, "Is he in the shower?" I said, "Yes, I'm in the shower." Are you gonna be on time for the meeting? Yes, I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna be on time for the meeting. And then she started laughing at my shower cap, and he was recording. That's
It
what
was
happened.
funny.
McCarty's great. Thank you. D-Mac's always got my back. He just sent me a text. He goes, by the way, we have a guest on our city. He and I do a show together someplace else. By the way, we have a guest on for our second segment tonight. That's our meeting for tonight. I didn't want you to get treated like you are for Belegian and Bell show. Thank you, Darren. Thanks for getting my back. I
D-Mac.
appreciate
Oh,
that.
D-Mac, my man.
That's a
wham.
window into McCarty's soul, ladies and gentlemen.
D-Mac.
D-Mac also texted and said, as the head of HR over there, I say that's safe. So we're good.
Okay.
But we do need
I
to go
would
to
have been
break.
offended by it.
McCarty singing.
I love D.
So he walked in the room and goes, I have a problem. McCarty just look at him and go, you're the fucking problem. Out of my office. It'd be
No.
greatest
No.
HR director
No,
ever.
they
Yes.
wouldn't. Yo, walk into the office. Hey, listen, we have a problem. Have a seat. Let's take a smoke real quick. And by the time they leave, and by the time they finish the joint, are you guys?
Everybody's chill.
That's it.
Are you
Like,
still mad?
you still have a problem? Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good, man.
He started off by saying, I've had 127 problems. How do you want to solve it? And everyone would walk out the door.
Yeah.
It's, I don't want those problems. We got to take a break, guys.
Make sure to check them out this afternoon. The
Hey.
Hook. Those guys are fun every day. Pilar, Maz,
Yeah.
Mac. You can check them out right here.
Yeah.
3 to 5. We'll come back.
After I tell you about Northwestern Tech.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about Northwestern Tech.
Let me tell you about Northwestern Tech. Start a new career in a industry that is always essential.
Word.
The heating and cooling industry. Oh, learn more today by visiting. Check me out, northwesterntech.edu.
Kala.
Stay tuned. Drake Bell, Sean Belizean, Kennedy Broadwell, everyone. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
What up, Doe? So listen, this morning, I was thinking about this. I'm going to surprise you before we start talking a little bit about the Red Wings. I'm going to surprise you. What is Friday? What is that? Is there
Like, yay,
how
it's
did
Friday.
That start?
It's like
I know, but how did it start?
I don't know.
What's the origin?
It kind of drifted from TGIF, Thank
Yeah.
God It's Friday, to just Friday.
Yeah.
It's just shorten it.
All right, it's not like a Cardi Minaj or anything
No,
like
Cardi
that.
no
Minaj.
Cardi
Who's Cardi
Minaj.
You had to
Whatever
bring her
those
name
people
up.
are, whatever. Nikki, what
Those
is that?
people.
Don't
Those
disrespect
people?
Nikki.
Wow.
I will freak
Say
out.
it again, Sean.
Say it again. Those people.
Those people?
Those people.
Those rapper people. Those
Oh.
rap artist people, gangsters, and
Wait,
or
what's that one
gangstas.
song? She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. You know?
Oh, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Yeah, that's what it
You
is.
other brothers did not.
Get
See,
it,
that's
Sean.
my.
Keep
That's
going.
my.
Oh,
that's
keep going.
my age.
Keep
When
going.
a girl walks in with an
What-
itty bitty
what was
waist
that
and
guy's
something
name?
in your face,
Sir
you
Mix-a-Lot.
get
Sir
sprung.
Mix-a-Lot.
One of the
Sir
two.
Mix-a-Lot.
She got an LA
According
booty, though, I'll tell
to
you that.
Sean, it's one of those people.
One of those people. No, but that's what I like when I've heard people
Don't
use
go
the
to
term
L-Town.
Friday.
L-Town. This is what y'all rapping. This is what y'all. This is what y'all accepted
I've
from your
heard people
community.
use Friday, so I assumed it was like from some Bessie and a Tessie like rap song or something.
Tessie and a tissy.
Whatever.
That's the other Tessie.
That's what. So Kennedy hits us up this morning, and she goes, "Don't forget, on your way to work, you can listen to the new Cardi Minaj."
No,
or whatever.
Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj's
There's Nicki
new
Minaj
album dropped last night.
and
It is
Cardi
so
B.
fire.
I'm with Glenn
Nicki Minaj,
Miller and his
is it
orchestra.
fire?
It was fire.
You kidding
J.
me?
Cole album is out today.
Go get the better album.
No.
Go get J. Cole album, Spin That Hot Fire.
Why is he making an album 2 days before he plays basketball in Rwanda?
Because
It's not like he made it 2 days
I know
before.
that,
He
but-
made it a while back.
You
and they
understand
just
how
dropping
releases
it.
work?
Yes, I do. He should have
Yeah.
dropped it after he plays whatever.
Why would he do that?
What is this new dynamic
People aren't going to be
between Fitch
focused on his
It's
basketball.
awesome.
He's hyping up his basketball and he drops an album like, oh, no one's going to care you're playing on Sunday
Anyway,
because you
Nicki-
dropped an album.
Yes, they are.
Fish,
Yes,
let
you
me-
know why? Because they're going to be playing his song during the game.
True.
Before the game, during pregame.
Ain't nobody
That's
in
more
Rwanda heard
publicity.
of his music?
That's more publicity.
Nobody in Rwanda heard his music.
What? Are you serious? Have you been to Africa? You
I've
know
not.
what type of music they listen to?
Have you been
ever
to Africa,
there?
Fish?
I've not been there. I'm going
All
to
right,
go
then.
there
So
soon.
you know what they listen to?
Have you been to Rwanda?
No, I've been to Africa though.
Ah, there we go.
Rwanda.
Rwanda is a different country than
No, it's not.
Africa. Africa's
Put it
a
like this.
continent.
Put it like this. You have Ghana,
Yeah.
and then you have South Africa, 6 hours apart. I went to both, went out in both. They listen to the same music, which is American hip hop, which they play American hip hop all over the country, all over the world. So, I'm sorry, but yes, they listen to hip hop over there.
Hey, Fish, can I ask you, why did Joik hurt you? What happened?
He didn't hurt me.
He didn't hurt. What? This is what Fish wants. Fish
Great.
wants.
I mean, it's
what,
great.
Listen, Art.
Sorry.
Fish wants what we have.
Oh.
He wants what we have. He's jealous
Hatred?
of this. He's jealous of this, right? He wants this. He
I'm
wants
not
this back and
jealous.
forth. He
I'm-
wants to be.
I'm not jealous.
He wants people to say, "Take it easy on Fish." No, I'm gonna take it easy on Art. I'm not taking it easy on Fish.
Good. That's what I want. I want good content. Finally, after 75 days of you not coming at me, it's about
Who are we
time.
hiring?
about
Who
time.
is hiring people after 75 days? What?
He said we haven't had good content
Hey,
for 75
Fish,
days.
Oh my!
I
Here's
wanted you to come at me and you've
Fish,
waited
listen,
10 days.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
I
want
can't
you.
come after
Listen,
Fish.
listen. I want you to go after Maz today like you're going after Joik. Can you do that?
No, he's not gonna go.
Yeah,
after Maz.
I don't think I
He
can do
doesn't
that.
have that relationship with Maz like he has with me.
I think he could break Maz
No,
down, honestly.
Fish doesn't have the relationship with Maz that he has with me.
Maz, see,
Fish is comfortable with having this back and forth with me. But you can't have this, Fish. This is me and Art's thing. This is me and Art's thing. So you say in your booth, I'm going to say up here, and I'm gonna have my conversation with Art.
Joy can take it like a man.
You shut your mouth,
Mads
you raise your
will
hand. Now you
probably-
gotta raise your
You
hand.
got joint. You got joint.
Welcome to the
You know what though,
Andres
Fish?
Club.
Joyke's got a point. When I was the other guy in Wham back in the day, when we would drop a new hit, everybody talked about George Michael, and I was just the other guy. We would record it like 6 months in advance. Does that make sense? And you'd work on it. You'd go back into the studio and you'd fix some things and stuff like that.
What is Wham like? Wet mouth or something?
What?
No, you don't.
Oh my-
you don't
you don't
remember.
know
You don't
who
remember our
Wham is?
hits. I was the
Is that
backup
like another
singer in
version? Is that
Careless
another song like
Whisper
WAP
and Wake
that
Me
came
Up
out?
Before You Go, and I was the other guy in Wham.
I know how albums releases work. I just think his timing was off.
Well, you be his new PR guy.
Yeah,
will.
go apply.
We love you,
People
Fish.
will be more focused
do.
on his music than his basketball. And he's going to say, oh, Bald, I got 50 points. Why nobody talking about me? Because your music came out and people listen to your music more than your basketball.
They're gonna talk about both. They're gonna talk about both.
Is anyone even going to watch this? Are you guys going to watch on Sunday? Do you even know what time it is on Sunday? There we go. So you guys already care about basketball anyway. Cool. All right.
I'll download his album though.
But listen,
just making
but,
sure.
But trust me, they're gonna have highlights of them on ESPN.
Yeah.
And what's that? House of Highlights.
Yes.
I'm
love
going
House
on
of
House of Highlights, and I'm just watching the highlights. I'm not about
Well,
to watch.
they're only going to
I don't
have him
watch
if he
a whole
scores
game.
5.
I don't watch whole basketball.
They're only going to show him if he scores points.
No, when you invite someone to a basketball game, you show up after it starts. Like when we went, and it's like almost halftime. He's like, "Hey, where you at? You're supposed to be here. Meet me here."
Was it halftime?
No, it wasn't. It was the end of the first quarter.
It was the end of the first quarter. Be honest.
We missed the whole first quarter.
By the
Well,
way,
we did. We was
McCarty,
in the whole
our
first
HR
quarter.
I'm
director,
shocked the game
Darren
wasn't over when you got there.
Yeah, hey, D-Mac,
We're
me
getting
and
word from
Art need to
HR.
come in there for a debrief. We got to come
We're
in there.
gonna have D-Mac
I got some
HR
complaints.
today.
Our HR director just chimed in, and this is one of his rulings. He said, "Tell Art if he had the kahunas, he would go at Maz himself when he's a guest at 3:55."
You know what? Deal.
Yeah,
Deal, D-Mac.
Turn it
These
to
boys coming in
3:55.
hot.
Yeah, I'm sure Maz is quaking.
Kennedy.
Hey, Fish, let me ask you a question, Fish. Fish, do you want what me and Art has? Do you want that with me?
I'm an only child.
No.
so
Do you want that? Do you want
It
that?
doesn't
do you want,
really matter.
Do you want what me and Art have? Do you want that? Huh?
It'd be nice to, but it doesn't
All
matter
right.
to me.
She'll turn into
All
a
right,
soap opera.
I'll give
What
you a little bit.
happened?
I'll
Yeah.
go back and forth with you just a little bit. I can't, this me and Art thing. Now you trying to, come on, now you got to find your lane. This our lane right
But you
now.
two talk about Call of
This
Duty.
our lane. Art, this.
I
Art,
love
what's
what
wrong with
Greg
you? Okay,
said.
Art?
I can't do this.
What Greg said.
No, dude, Greg said today, Friday is Fish Day. We should have the
It's a
Friday
fish
Fish
fry.
Day.
Yeah, fish fry.
Fish fry.
Fish fry. Hey, so we should have a
Thank
fish
you.
fry
Go
where we
in on
all
fish.
roast on. We all got to come up with one
Friday.
joke.
Look what we've accomplished today. We have a new HR director, and
Yeah.
Friday is now Fish Fry.
Yeah, fish fry.
Fish fry.
Can we
Yo,
clap for him? Clap for
Fish, hold up.
Thank you,
Fry.
Greg.
No, nobody.
Let me see.
Try and roast fish though. Like,
Fish fry
can you?
Friday. Fish fry
If you
Friday.
think about it, you
That's
definitely
literally
can.
what I
Fish
did.
fry Friday.
Friday. Wow, it's
Fish-
tongue twister. Say
Yeah.
it 5 times fast.
Fish fry Friday. Fish fry Friday.
Fish-
Yeah, that's a fish
You do it
fry.
too. It is 3 times. You gotta say it fast 3
Scott
times,
said
not 5.
Joik sounds just like Dodger fans. Show up in the 3rd, leaves in the 7th, just
Ouch.
long enough to get some camera
Ouch.
time.
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever been to Dodger Stadium. You have no idea how correct that is. It's when I went to Joik, I'm not joking. I took my boy to Dodger Stadium, which beautiful place. I'm not joking. It's right smack dab in the middle of LA, but you drive like through this wooded area to get there. It's strange.
It is. This is like you go through a neighborhood to get there.
It's
weird.
And
yeah.
it's like it's a second inning and nobody's there. And I'm going, wow, Dodgers aren't bad.
You know,
And then all of a sudden, like the sea of humanity comes rolling down the street and all these people come pouring in. It was weird.
That is
You know
weird.
what's funny though? It's so I would ride by it when I would train in LA, and I would have to ride by the Dodger Stadium, and,
Yeah.
and I'm going through a neighborhood, and just out the blue, it's just
Yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's
It
really
is.
the Rose Bowl is the same way. You know, a little while, maybe about a half hour away. Like I'm not joking. So when we went to go see Michigan State in the Rose Bowl, you walk through this neighborhood. I mean, it's like walking down. You know, hello suburbia. You're walking down this suburban street, and then all of a sudden, the guy goes. I go, where's the Rose Bowl? He goes, so just take a left up there. What do you mean take a left? I'm in the middle of a neighborhood. Holy shit, there's the Rose Bowl. I mean, it really. I
Yeah.
mean, it's crazy how it works. So.
And they're building the new They're building a new stadium for the Chargers. Is that in Carson or Inglewood? I think it's in Inglewood.
Inglewood's
Yes,
always up
yeah.
to no good, though.
Yeah.
That's what Dr. Dre told me.
Inglewood,
man.
no good. Oh, you know what though? The first time I heard about Inglewood was from the movie The Wood. You
They're
remember
hosting the
movie
Super
Wood?
Bowl in 2022.
You remember that? The Wood. You never seen
I
the
got
movie The
nothing.
Wood?
No, sir.
Wasn't the Forum in Inglewood? I think the old,
God.
where the Lakers used to play.
I hope our listeners have seen the movie The Wood.
No.
It's a must watch. You gotta watch
Okay,
it. The Wood. You gotta watch
I'll
it,
add it
please.
to my
Add
list.
it to your list. The Wood. Anyway,
Speaking of things we have to do on a
Nice
list,
segue. Look at Kennedy.
we need to take a break.
Ooh,
Like
there we
ASAP.
go.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
take a break.
Can I tell you about Sun RV Resorts before
You sure can.
we take
You can.
said break? Sun RV Resorts has over 160 RV and camping resorts in the U.S. and Canada. Guests can enjoy water parks, lazy rivers, mini golf, restaurants, bars, and even Wi-Fi if they want to stay connected. With locations from the Florida Keys to Myrtle Beach to San Diego Bay to Petoskey, guests can enjoy the outdoors at a Sun RV Resort. We'll talk a little hockey when we come back. And I know we mentioned it yesterday. We didn't get into it deep, but I feel pretty good when something that I've been saying is something that one of the greatest hockey minds of all
Playoffs?
time just said.
Playoffs?
We'll talk about it when we come back. And the playoffs,
Playoffs?
Fish. It is a fish fry right here on Allegiant and
I
Bell.
love it. I love it.
Guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
Right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz.
You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day, right here on the hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Why would you send
You
it
have
to
a
me?
couple hundred
You know what's
emails for
interesting?
me.
No,
You know what? I try to have some positive energy, Sean. I try to have some positive energy
No!
during the break.
You're calling me a liar.
Your hands raised.
You're
raise
calling
your
me
hand.
a liar.
Art, raise your hand.
I'm gonna
We
take
might-
your
I
hat.
asked Art for some numbers about the show and how we were doing. I asked him for this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I didn't get them when I asked for them. He said them. I didn't get.
Let's
you
not
watch your
talk
mouth.
about it,
you,
though.
you watch your mouth. We're not gonna talk about the numbers. But he
Thank
said
you.
he sent the email, two days ago, and I asked for it 2 weeks ago.
No.
And he's mad that I didn't see it. in the
You
email.
literally.
Maybe
Hold on,
you
all right,
just
all right, I'ma
looked
call
at
on
it
you
2
when I'm
days
done
ago.
talking. When I'm done talking, I'm gonna call on you.
Are you sure you didn't just look at it 2 days ago?
Hold up, Fish. You need to
You're getting double teamed.
relax.
When you
Relax.
guys do this, it makes me sweat, and now I'm feeling like I need a Birmingham mom yoga moment.
Oh, here
To
goes
chill out.
Kennedy in her. Hello, Mr. Hilton. I am a white woman.
I mean, it's true. But what do you want me to
Do
say?
it again. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it. Let me see. Let me see the pen, please. I gotta get in character.
Those might not fit
boy.
your face. Okay.
Pen, please.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Zoom
Dude,
out
you
on
look
me.
like Easy E
Zoom-
with
zoom
those
out on-
glasses. He's
zoom
got a
out
little
on me
Easy
real
E
quick.
thing
Zoom
going
out a
on.
little bit. There we go. Dear Mr. Hilton, I am a white woman. And no, Mel. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. That's Kennedy right there. That's Kennedy. Kennedy Broadwell, everyone.
And I will keep pulling my white woman card if I need to, if you guys don't chill out.
Here you go. Please don't pull it.
All right, so Art,
love to hear it.
everything's
I love
fine.
my
okay?
job.
No, it's not.
No, I
love
want
it
no
here.
Art.
I didn't even get to explain myself,
All
Papa
right,
Sean.
go ahead and explain yourself. I want you to.
And
I
then
love
we
my
gotta
work.
get into some sports content. I thought this was
my
a
job.
sports
I
show.
love my work.
Listen, you asked me for the information on Monday. I had it to you by Wednesday because Adam had to make it.
It wasn't
You didn't
Monday.
check your email
I asked
because
you
you
for this
don't check
last-
your
I
Woodward
asked you-
Sports email.
I asked you at the beginning of
Go
last
check
week.
to see if there's a notification. I bet you it is because you haven't checked it. Yep. Insults. That's when you've lost the debate. Goodbye. We're done here. And you know what? You're not playing Call of Duty with me this weekend.
Oh, wait.
Are we gonna take
Hey,
it there,
see
Art?
if you're free.
You know what, man? Listen, Sean, this is the worst Call of Duty player I've ever played with or plundered. Just terrible.
You said best wrong. Now get the hell out of here.
You're the worst.
Scotty Bowman, what you got,
said
Sean?
the
Yes.
best wrong.
So, If you've been watching the show for a few months,
love you, Art.
I told people
my
we're
God.
not even halfway through the rebuild yet for the Red Wings. Seriously, I've been saying it for a while. This is something that's going to take 4 or 5 years. And one William Scott Bowman came out. You may know him as Scotty, and said that it takes about 5 years to build the team. And you know what? When you think about the starting point, and I'll say it again, I know people didn't want to hear it 5 years ago. The Red Wings should have started this rebuild back then. It really should have started in 2016. I mean, period, end of story. Nobody wants to talk about getting rid of Pavel Datsyuk. Nobody wants to hear those things. But again, you have to take emotion out of the equation. Pavel Datsyuk is still going to be one of the greatest players you've ever seen. Phenomenal, a wizard, a magician, all of that stuff. But those are the tough decisions that you have to make. As Steve Yzerman has already made some tough decisions. Steve Yzerman traded Anthony Mantha, who was supposed to be one of the building blocks for the next generation of the Red Wings. Now, he got a fantastic deal, but you have to make decisions. And Joy, I've heard you say it many, many times, and I couldn't agree with you anymore. You have to take emotion out of the equation. You have to think business.
Yep.
And it's the Godfather. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And that's where this franchise is at. And hopefully it's only 2 more years. I hope. I think best case scenario, you kind of stink it up the next couple of years. But that's how you build long-term success.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds familiar because if it sounds like we're talking about the Lions, yeah, they fit in that hole as well, and it's not going to happen
We all
overnight.
fit. Every sports team is fitting into that hole in the Detroit City, except for one team. I'm not
Yes.
except for one team.
Yes.
And so, except for that one team. So, for me, it's those hard conversations you got to have, Sean. Kenny, can you back your head up? I'm trying to make eye contact with
okay.
Sean.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you. Sit up right. Thank you. No slouching. So, moving forward, it's the way that you deal with these players when the time is coming to the end. And that's the time when you bring them into the office and you have that heart-to-heart. And it all depends on the respect you have for this player. And sometimes it doesn't even have to do with that, just common decency. Just bring him in. I remember having a conversation with Bob. Listen, Joey, we're not going to bring you back next year. But the window's not closed. Stay in shape. We'll see what happens.
McCarty just said, send that little bitch Art to my HR office right away.
McCarty's about to go
Sounds about
127-1.
Sounds about right.
Keep talking, McCarty. I about had it. You don't even come to my watch parties anymore.
Joy, can I tell you something though? Like you.
I'm dead.
Here's the thing that I've noticed about being in this business. Okay, I could say something and somebody is going to. What's a guy's name that I told to get shit out of his ears last week? D-Town Freak or whatever his name is. Okay.
D-Town Freaky Zeke.
Okay, whatever his name is. I can say something like that, and do you know what people do? Do you know what people do? You know as well as I do. You're a hater, man. I'm not listening to this shit. No, it's about positive vibes and all that. But if Joy Bell says it, or Scotty Bowman says,
Say it again.
I'm not listening to that shit. You're a hater.
Positive vibe.
Nobody, who the fuck are you? I'm not listening to this shit. But
Hey,
holy
Art,
shit,
hey,
if
Sean.
Joy Bell says it, if Scotty Bowman says it, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I said the same thing.
Sean, listen.
Yes.
I need you to put some money in the sweat jar.
Like $50.
Yeah, you got to put some money in the sweat
Make
jar.
it 60. I need diapers.
Oh, jeez.
For my wife.
Here's my card.
Not for my
Just
children.
take my damn card.
Big money.
I'll give you.
I could have used that card yesterday at the Rolex store. I
is
could have used
happening?
that card.
Sean, what are
Pass
you
me that.
doing?
Pass me that card. Pass me that
I
card.
can't reach. My arms
Let
are
me
too
get that
small.
card.
That card's got your mind.
But Sean, we have things to look forward to with this team.
Yes.
We can definitely trust this Yzer plan. We are killing free agency, in my opinion. And you know how I feel about Zadina. So
Well,
we've got plenty of younger players that we can look forward to seeing.
I think the best part about it is if you're expecting immediate success from these people,
This is a question I
that's
have
your
for you.
fault.
This is a question I have for you for the Red Wings. And I don't know the significance of it,
All right.
And I know the significance of it, but I don't know how it was started. Why do we throw squids on the ice?
Oh.
Why do we do that?
Okay, so this started, and I forget the name of the people, but they owned a fish market down in Detroit in, I think it was 1953. And back then, it took 8 wins to win the Stanley Cup. You know, before it became a marathon. So it took 8 wins to go get the Stanley Cup. The squid has 8 tentacles? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
tentacles.
Tentacles?
Yeah.
Squidward
No,
tentacles, that's right.
Those are penises, actually.
Oh my. HR.
So that's how it happened. That was the tradition.
And I mean, but what made them go get that and just throw it on the? I mean,
Well, they owned like their own fish market and everything, and because it was 8 wins, and they would spin it around just like Al Sabatka spins it around, and you throw it on the ice, and that's a silly tradition was born.
Speaking of 8 tentacles, I can tell you about 8 Mile Vodka.
ooh,
Let me get her up here for you. She's gorgeous.
look at that.
8 Mile Vodka, born in Detroit, is distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow for optimal quality control and care. Then carbon filtered, aerated, and bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with smooth finish and a character all its own. This is an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Next time you're out, ask your bartender for a shot of 8 Mile Vodka or pick up your own bottle at Meyer, and always drink responsibly.
Send us the break.
Bye!
You know from the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Belizean. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
There are a lot of similarities between what's going on with the Red Wings, and I'm going to tie it into the NFL, and not just because Joik is here. I was very fortunate to work for a junior team and watch players like Kennedy's future boyfriend, Tom Wilson, develop. And no 2 players develop the same. And I'm sure you hear that at the National Football League level. Here's the difference between some of these circumstances, Joik. You get drafted in the NFL, you're 22, 23 years old. Maybe you're 21. But for the most part, you've had your 4 years of college, 22, 23 years old, whatever the case may be. These guys in the National Hockey League are drafted at 18, okay? And there's a lot of growth to be done at 18. And it's interesting because one of the things as I was getting ready for this show today, I wanted to talk about it and compare it to something that you, Terry, and I talked about yesterday, and you've seen up close and personal. People expecting Darius Slay to come in here as a 22-year-old rookie and be a star. It doesn't work that way. People expecting Jeff Okuda to come in here.
You gotta watch that word. You know, people get flabbergasted over that word.
I already started sweating.
Which one?
Darius Slay.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
people,
And he already was a star in my brain, so
people,
thank you.
people expect, immediate dividends, and you can tell people very calmly. Here's a list of 10 different cornerbacks who struggled when they first got into the league. You're on an island. You don't have a pass rush, a myriad of reasons. And you know what people do? They'll point out the one cornerback that did. And somehow the exception is supposed to speak for the rule. Okay? And in hockey, the same thing happens. Okay? Why isn't Zadina lighting it up? Well, it takes time for young players. Oh, well, what about Sidney Crosby? What about Connor McDavid? And it's like, you want to remain calm, but as I've gotten older, it's hard for me to well, quite frankly, put up with stupidity. You're talking about generational players. There's a reason that they're generational players. They are the exception to the rule. For every Sidney Crosby, For every Connor McDavid, there are hundreds, thousands of 18-year-old players that either didn't make it or maybe didn't develop for a couple years. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that every draft pick that Steve Yzerman's made the last couple years is going to work. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to say is there's a proven track record with Steve Yzerman, and if you're expecting immediate dividends, do you know who you have to blame? You.
Because why? Patience is a virtue.
I mean, I don't know how, I'm not trying to be funny, right? It's just like, oh, nice pick, Akuda. Oh, that was a great pick. Oh, we better just throw him away. Let's just, third overall pick. Let's throw him away after 1 year. I mean, that's the kind of shit. You were too busy playing with the guy. That's what people were saying about Darius Slay. Now think about that.
No.
After his first year, there were people, because you know the long and not so illustrious history of second round failures for this franchise. Yeah. People were putting Darius Slay's name in there. He's a bust. After a year. I mean, it's Looney Tunes to me, but you know, I get it. Emotion gets involved, and that's why, all jokes aside, I don't take it personally when somebody gets mad at me. I always say it's misguided anger. It's not my fault. I'm telling you how it is.
It's crazy how they expect every high draft pick to come in and just be a difference maker immediately.
Doesn't work that way, man.
It works out that way sometimes. Sometimes you get lucky.
Rarely.
Very rarely. It happens sometimes. But even with the players who it doesn't happen to immediately, give them time. You know, like second round draft pick, you get 3 years. You're gonna get 3 years. You're gonna get your first year. You're gonna make some improvements your second year and your third year. Now, after your third year, you're not proven. Then you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yep.
Right. And that's the difference between the second round draft pick and say a undrafted. You don't have that much time, right? You have to find your niche. Like, how can I stay on this team?
Yep.
But a second round draft pick, give him some time. He'll make some plays.
No, and that's exactly
watching watching Darius in practice, I knew he was going to be something special.
Sure.
I knew he was.
Sure. But that's exactly how
What'd you just do?
That's exactly how it works out in the National Hockey League. And I think that's where the Red Wings are at right now. And, you know, one of the things that we talked about way back when we started, I think Steve Yzerman was brilliant to give himself what I refer to as wiggle room. He signed a bunch of unrestricted free agents. And what that means, Joik, is I'm going to look at you for a year. Okay, I'm going to look at you for a year. And if I think you're part of the solution moving forward, I'm going to sign you again. If I don't think you're part of the solution moving forward, I wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best. You have unrestricted free agency at the end of this year, and you can go find a job elsewhere. I think that's brilliant because you can do things like that right now. I can look at a guy like Joik Bell and go, here's a guy that's been in the league, been kicking around the league, whether it be practice squad or depth guy for 2-3 years. You know what? It's his time. It's his time to shine. And that's exactly what the Lions did with you. Let's be honest. You were a guy that had kicked around and a little bit with Philly, a little bit with the Saints, but you know what? We think this guy's ready. And so I think it's an interesting situation that the Red Wings are in right now because they're still so many pieces away, but those pieces can be filled in the next couple of years, and they will be filled. I'm guaranteeing you Steve Yzerman will have a lot of success here. I have no problem guaranteeing that. None. Zero. Zilch.
He came
nada.
in. He came in with the grandfather. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yep.
Daddy Yzerman's home.
That's
I'm home.
Dude. It's funny
We'll
you say
figure it
that. The first conversation I had with McCarty, after they brought Steve back, do you know what he said to me?
What?
We're cool. Dad's home. Like it was like, yeah. I mean that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's not. Listen, Dad, while he was away, by the way, also built a Stanley Cup contender. So that helps. You know, I mean that it's almost like my dad walks in and he's got his holster on and everything. All right, I'm not worried. Pops has got his gun. Stevie's got a big 33-pound gun called the Stanley Cup. Even though he wasn't the general manager there, he built that team. He left a year before they won. We're cool. He's going to do it here. It's just everybody's got to be patient. Yep. As Steve said, he made Tampa what they are today. He built that. That's his team.
Real quick.
And, oh, by the way, the guy that they hired to replace him, Julien Brisebois, guess what? Steve hired him too. So don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
We're good here.
We good.
All right.
Real quick.
We cool?
So we're about to take a break though, but before, everybody like my Busted Baby plus. You don't know Busted Baby?
No.
You never? What?
She doesn't know who Plies is. Yeah.
You don't know who Plies is? My Busted Baby. Do we have a clip of?
Well, we
No,
can't
you're
play
not alone
clips
today.
because then we get kicked off. But I
Yeah.
have a picture of him.
You have a picture of Plies. Put up a picture of Plies.
Well, we'll do that after the break. We have
no,
to go to
no.
break.
But
no,
it's a tease. It's a tease. It's a tease.
Okay, well, you're teasing it now.
I need you to shut your
There's
mouth.
too
and just
much
do what I
foreplay
asked you
right
to do.
now.
I just need you to do what I asked you to do. Art.
Listen,
I don't need
I'm
no.
not
I don't need
your
no
little-
mouth. I don't
little
need no mouth.
puppet.
You know, you say you want to leave home from chaos and come to work and have a good time here.
Listen,
Don't
I will
make
send us
me
to
make it
break
chaos
right
here
now.
for you too.
I will send
Don't
us to
make
break
me-
right now.
Send us a break right now then. Send us a break right now
I'm
then.
Kennedy. That's Drake Bell. That's Sean Belishan. This is
But before we
Woodward's
go, I want to talk
Sports.
to you about Hard Financial.
You
Thank
tried.
God.
You tried. Get me fired.
Send me the break now.
You tried.
Send me the
Get
break
me
now.
fired. Never
Exactly.
forget.
Exactly. When's the last time you checked your interest rate? If it's over 3%, then you need to call Hard Financial. Art doesn't have to worry about an interest rate because
I live in
he
a
doesn't want-
trailer.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, say it.
But listen, you guys can call Hard Financial right now and get a free 5-minute checkup. Hey, Hard Financial, they fast and they do all of the heavy lifting. Go to davidhardmortgage.com right now and get started. You hear that, Art? Go there right now and you get started with that cryptocurrency that you invested in. You hear that? All of Art Baby Mamas, he has cryptocurrency, so go after it.
You're doing me dirty, bro.
Hard Financial, lower payments, better option, and more personal attention. Drake Bell, Kennedy Broadwell, Sean Belishan, Art, pay your child support. Stay tuned.
Morning, Art.
Morning, D-Mac.
Do you know what's funny? So you were doing that read, Art. So this morning I had to drive my son back to the airport. He flew back to Chicago and everything. And
I like when you put on your midnight love voice.
being my son, my son is like, he's the biggest mooch. He knows I'm always going to give it to him. Seriously, he knows it.
Hey, Dad.
Good for him.
Dad, can I get $40? And like this today, I actually said, well, didn't I just give you $100 on Wednesday? Yeah, but Dad, this is going to be a very stressful, last quarter and all that stuff. All right, whatever. Well, I didn't have any cash on me. And so I went to my wallet, and this is what a weasel he is. I went to my wallet, and I was like, I forgot, it's payday, so I'm going to go to the bank later on and all that stuff. And so this is what a weasel he is. He looks at me, and he goes, yeah, but you got that emergency fund. Is there any way you can grab some out of that? That's what I get for trying to tell him to be responsible. Like I told him, I said, Jack, we had this conversation during COVID last year. I said, Jack, your mom doesn't know this money exists. Surprise! I said, your mom doesn't know this money exists. I said,
use it against you.
This would be in your best interest as you get older. Just keep a little extra money at home, stashed away. And
how much is it?
I don't want to tell you.
Joik.
How much is it?
It's a good amount. It's a good amount. Just in case something
much?
$2K. Just in case in case something happens.
Yeah.
It just I have, and it's like and the reason why nobody else knows about it is because of exactly what happened today. It's like I don't have. Does it make sense? I don't have that money.
Yeah.
But God forbid something happens, I can go get that money. And so I told my son, thinking that it was a teachable moment and a father-son moment, and he's now held it against me 3 different times, where like as he asked for more money, I was like, I got to go to the bank. Well, why don't you go to the emergency fund? You can just get it out of there and give it back. That's what I get for trying to be a good dad, right?
Look at that.
Little weasel holds it against me.
Look at that.
So
and
you
know
are
what?
a weasel, son. I love you, but
He's
you're
not
a weasel.
He's a businessman.
Yeah, he
And
is a businessman.
And he saw the
Businessman.
opportunity.
I just-
he saw an opportunity and he attacked it. He took advantage of it. You
I
showed him your
just-
weakness. You played your cards. You
got-
showed him your cards, and he played you.
You're right. Here's the thing. We were at the Tiger game the other night, and I gave him $100 the other night. I said, don't bug your mom.
Yeah.
Don't just leave her. If you need something, call me. We'll find a way.
You know what though? Your son watches the show. I had a conversation with my son yesterday. He called me during the show. He called me at 12:45. I get off the air. I'm going home. I give him a call. I said, you know what? I talked to Sean Belizean yesterday. He said his kids watches the show. You know why? I heard him. I heard him a little bit. I said because his kids love him. Dad, don't say that. I said, and I was just joking. I said, you just like your mom. You only love me for my money. And he said, Dad, no. Dad, no. And I was just joking. It was all jokes. And so we sat back and we laughed about it. He said, well, you didn't check on me. I told you I was sick. I had a cold. I said, you had a cold and you don't have COVID because we got tested. So you don't have COVID. And so I don't have to check on you for a code.
No.
Right. Yeah. But that's his excuse on him not watching the show.
Well, he,
Yeah.
and it's the same thing. He's a weasel. Like, he hit me up at the Tiger game. We were having a good night. And so he's like, you know what? I'm going to play this card because we're having a fun night tonight. Dad, you got $100? Sure, son. And so he said today, he's like, Dad, this is a very strike because, you just went through it. It's his last quarter. Life's about to get real. And so he's, God love him. We've all been there. He's getting a little freaked out. He's like, Dad, can I get a little more money? And I was like, son, I don't have anything on me. I was planning to grab a little cash when I cashed my check today from Woodward and everything. And he was like, can you go to like the emergency fund?
Gotcha.
That's defeating the whole purpose of the emergency fund.
No, it's not.
The
It's
emergency fund is, you're right. In his mind, it's an emergency that he needs an extra $100 for the bar.
And that's your mistake because your emergency might not be his emergency.
I failed again.
I won't lie.
You do that with your dad. We know.
Well, yes, obviously.
Obviously.
Love him. But
all kids have our number.
My
Blood
last
suckers.
semester of college, I definitely I try
suckers.
and separate savings from spending, and I was just in my savings all last semester. Because you're like, this is my last time I can be with all of my friends. So I was like, whatever, I'm sending it. I don't care how much. You can't put a price on the memes.
No, I'm with you. Listen, and I told him, I said, it would be in your. I like what Steve said. He's starting his emergency fund with my emergency fund. So that would be just like Jack. He's going to do very well in business. Trust me. But that's what I said. It's never too early to start. Like I said, you're 21 years old. You know what you can do? You can, if you get a check for $70, put 10 in. You should you know what? I can live with
10%. Take 10%.
I said when you turn 22 and all your relatives send you cash, and your grandparents in particular, because you know how grandparents are. You want to like I want to grab my mom and my dad's face. I used to joke about this all the time. Who are you? What have you done with my father? You give them money. You jump up on my lap, son. It's like, huh? I only met your backhand, and things like that. So So that's what I told him. I said, when you get the money, I said, let's say you get $500. I said, take $100. Just put it aside. Save it. I said, and you don't have to necessarily put it, just have a small amount just in case.
Be 10%.
So he holds it against me.
So you said that, right? And that reminds me. Have you ever heard of the book called The Richest Man in Babylon? Have you ever you heard of that book? So it's a book. You heard of it?
Yeah.
So it's a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. And what you said is one of the rules this guy had to follow in order to invest with this guy on how to make wealth. And he said this: take 10% out of everything that you make and put it aside and learn how to live off of that, off the 90%. So learn how to live off less than what you make. And so what you said has some validity to it. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
By the way, did you guys know this is, I guess, kind of breaking news?
It's not kind of breaking, it's breaking news.
Governor Whitmer, chances are most of you are watching in Michigan. The state's new orders residents who are outdoors no longer need to wear masks regardless of their vaccination status.
Interesting.
Indoors, fully vaccinated Michiganians will no longer need to wear masks, but residents who are not vaccinated or have not completed their vaccinations must continue to wear coverings. So
That's fair.
you can go outside today and wear your mask.
That starts immediately.
Thank you, fearless leader, for telling us what we're allowed to do. Sorry, I had to say
Yeah,
it.
that's fair.
Our
That's fair. I mean, that's not terrible.
Did
What's up,
she
Fish?
threaten us though? Did Mom threaten us with another grounding?
No,
I have
no,
I
no
have
threat.
one problem with this. The one problem is everyone's gonna say they're vaccinated now. They're just gonna rip their masks off and they're just gonna.
I mean,
enjoy
is
the
it going to
life.
be like a bar where you have to show your ID before you get in? You have to show your vaccination
Yeah,
card?
that's actually what the plan is that you're going to have to laminate your COVID card and take it with you everywhere you go. So, but if you're Bill
Laminate it,
Maher,
but they
you
have
could
to
get
keep
vaccinated
writing
and
on
still
it.
get COVID. What?
They have to keep writing on your card every time you get revaccinated. Why would I laminate it?
Because that's what our Lord and Savior wants.
This is this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
Well, they just
our-
want you to have it. Eventually, they are going to laminate it,
Art,
but they
all
want you to
jokes
have
aside,
it.
what you just
I'm not
said is
getting
the
shot for nothing.
again. Sometimes we as a society aren't ready to have conversations. We aren't. Just like a year ago at this time, nobody was ready to have the conversation about lockdowns. They failed. That's not political. That's a fact. Okay. I don't know how else to tell you. What you just said is very, very serious because do you know what? We have people now like Bill Maher, who's fully vaccinated, that got COVID. We have people like Gleyber Torres of the New York Yankees, and if you don't believe me, you can look this up. Gleyber Torres, who had COVID in December, and is now fully vaccinated and has COVID again.
So my question.
This is the thing we have to live with.
This is my question, though. This is my question. Now, when you get vaccinated, that doesn't mean that you're never going to get it. It just means your symptoms will be not as, it won't be as terrible as a person who's not vaccinated. Is that, or is it pretty terrible? Like, what is the?
It is supposed
Your
to
guess is
lessen
as
your
good as mine
symptoms.
because
Yeah, I'm
the
saying.
science changes
'Cause-
constantly.
Yeah,
We're living in a real.
Yes, sir, Art.
From my understanding and from the data that I've researched, when you get vaccinated, you can still contract COVID, but you're less likely to give it to other people, and your symptoms are likely to be less than if you weren't vaccinated.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Is it 90
So-
days or is it 6 months? Because I'm not joking. Like for guys like us that had COVID,
Yeah.
okay? I was told from one entity that I'm okay for 90 days, and I was told from another entity I'm okay for 6 months.
So.
I was
so
told
3 to
90
6
days.
months.
I don't know.
I was told 6 months.
I don't know. I have no
3 to
idea.
6 months. Just say that. 3 to 6 months. Art, what we? what's up
No,
to you?
I would just like to know, and there was a good question that came up. How would you guys feel about having to carry, your driver's license and your COVID card to prove that you were vaccinated?
Not a big deal.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
No, I'm not.
You
carrying
have
that.
to show.
You're going to have to do it everywhere. You want to go to a sporting event, you got to have your card. You want to go to a restaurant, got to have your card.
No, that's not.
That's what some
accurate.
people are fearing.
That's
I
what
mean,
they're saying,
have
but
you
that's not
guys
accurate.
ever been to
officially-
Like
Indiana?
like they were trying to do the passport, the digital passport, vaccination passport, and some states shut that down. Like the governor shut that down in Arizona.
Yeah, but
the
the
governor shut it
president
down in
can,
Texas.
The president can try to overrule it. He's not going to win, but he can
Those
try to overrule
Neanderthals
it.
in Texas who have been living mask-free and COVID-free for 3 months. Don't get me started. I feel the blood pressure going
Florida.
up. Sean, peace.
Florida's the same
peace,
thing.
Peace.
Yeah.
You know what? Art, that's a good question. I haven't thought about that. Would I want to show my vaccination card everywhere? No.
Well, I'll tell you this. As far as concert venues go or going to sporting events, I think that that's what it's going to be. And-
Are they going to do like what the Dodgers did, where they have a vaccination section and they have a section for people that are not vaccinated?
I don't think every stadium will do that, and you got to figure only 37.5% of people in this country are vaccinated right now. You know what Ohio is
You said
doing?
only, like that's not a lot. That's
It's
It's
almost
less
as
than
if
half, so
somebody,
it isn't
if
a
somebody
lot.
said, let's say somebody said a year ago
That's
that
over
this is a
100 million
virus and you can't play
Americans.
hide and seek from it,
not a
it's
lot.
almost as if they were right. Not that I know anybody like that.
Real quick though, Ohio is doing a thing to where you can be registered to win $1 million in the Ohio lottery.
You know I'm
yeah,
registering.
no, to
Yes.
do that, yeah.
You
Would you?
know my butt will be
No,
there.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Like you have
It's insane.
you have Michigan where they're paying people, or like you have certain counties where they're paying people if they can bring other people in to get vaccinated, right? And then you have other states like It's the desperateness for me.
It's our federal money at work,
It's
man.
the
We're
des-
paying people
it's
to
the
stay
desperateness
home.
for me. Like,
What a
Could
wonderful
not be
thing.
me.
It's the desperateness for me. You know what? With everything's going on, when do you think everything is gonna? If you have to bet, where do you think things are gonna open?
When we stop the media from feeding everybody their daily dose of fear porn.
You have to stop watching the news so
I
much.
couldn't agree. Do you know what? The last week of my father's life, he was terrified and called me every day, not to see how I was doing, but to see how his granddaughter was doing. The man was literally dying. And I finally said very nicely to him, Dad, stop watching the news. And I said, I love you. Stop watching the news. She is fine. I understand it's serious, and I don't want to minimize it because it's affected people, and people have lost loved ones and everything. It is not the death sentence that the media has made it out to be. Shame on the media for going full-fledged fear porn on this.
What's up, Fish?
There's polls out there that say that people that are vaccinated are less likely to live their lives than people that are not vaccinated.
Is that what?
Say that again?
People that are vaccinated are less likely. It was like 35% or 29% of people that are vaccinated we're gonna go to a sporting event versus like 40% that are unvaccinated would want to go to a sporting event.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
people that are
According to the
vaccinated did not want to go live their lives versus people who are unvaccinated who have more of a risk to get the virus wanted to live their lives.
Right. That makes sense.
Corey with a K sauntered in. Whenever he saunters in, he
We
usually
love breaking
he comes,
news.
He comes
bearing
in.
gifts.
He comes in with his phone and grabs the mic.
And look how
you know it's
serious he
something
looks.
breaking.
All
Take
right,
it,
Corey with a K.
take it to Corey.
It's kind of interesting you guys are talking about vaccines and whatnot because Michigan has lifted the mask requirement for people who are fully vaccinated for COVID-19. There it is. Here's from Governor Gretchen Whitmer. The vast majority of us have trusted the scientists and experts to keep us safe during the pandemic, and it has worked. With millions of Michiganders fully vaccinated, we can now safely and confidently take the next step to get back to normal. So, if you are vaccinated, you can go out in public without your mask. I'm curious to see how that is going to work. If you're going to have to start carrying your card around, but yeah.
You got to start carrying your card around?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just assuming. I don't know how you can just
No,
assume.
you know what? It's funny. We were just having a conversation about it. We'll continue the conversation when we come back. So glad you could join us. Woodward Sports.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
So let me.
bring up Terry Glenn
Does that
comment.
mean that the attendance is going
You
to go
too.
up? Like Steve, who lives in Pennsylvania, said Pens will be at 50% capacity for the first round of the playoffs. I know a couple guys with the Pens.
I
Good
like
luck
this
to the
comment by
Pens.
Terry. Can you go back? I was trying to.
Let me also ask this.
When
Does
you
that
said
mean,
Penguins, Sean, did you mean Penguins? When
Yeah.
you said Pens? Fuck
Yeah.
the Penguins. We don't like the Penguins.
I have a couple buddies there, so
Ooh, that boy Fist is on
I'm
fire.
gonna root for my friends.
We're
so we'll
Red
leave it at
Wing
that.
fans. We don't like the Penguins. Just like you don't like the Bears. Bears. That's like me saying
Fish,
Bears.
can I ask you something though? And I'm serious when I say this. Let's say
Bears.
one of your good friends goes someplace. Aren't you going to kind of root for your good friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Because
I just wanted to give you the equivalent of Red Wings Penguins. I'm sure you
Except
know.
the Bears. Fuck
but
the Bears.
There we
but
go.
listen,
Hey, it wasn't. Hey, it was. I'm pulling for Joik, but fuck the Bears.
fuck
when
the
I
Bears.
went to the Bears,
Yeah, pretty
he,
much.
he was
that.
pulling for me.
He's right. No, but so there's been a rumor out there. I think we
I like
talked
the
about
Bears,
it a
though.
couple days
I
ago.
can't
Maybe
lie.
Corey with a K, you know this.
I can't lie to you, Sean. I like the Bears.
They gave you more stuff than the Lions did.
I've heard.
no, Lions didn't.
I've heard that Comerica Park is going to go to 25K June 1. That is not official. Please do not accept that as official. Okay. That has been a
Ha-
rumor out
Haven't
there.
heard that one yet.
Okay, was there any chatter about any of that stuff today?
Yeah, it's a rumor.
It's a rumor. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
just a
heard
rumor.
about that. Only thing I really heard
It's a
about
pretty
as
good
far
rumor,
as
trust me.
one thing I've heard about stadium regulations is really what Roger Goodell said for as far as NFL is that he fully expects all stadiums to be at full capacity by the season. So I guess that would mean Ford Field as well. But have a few more quotes from this
excited.
from this article today from Whitmer. It's just if you're fully vaccinated, you can go out there with your mask on. If you're not, then you got to keep your mask on indoors. I'm just curious. How do you think they're gonna regulate that? Like, you're gonna? Only thing I can really think you can regulate is by carrying your card around.
Yeah, they can't regulate it. It's impossible to regulate that.
I just don't see how they control it.
It's getting to a point to where she's putting it in our hands to have integrity. That's what she's doing.
Which is not smart on our
fucking
part.
time.
I'm gonna tell you this. I remember I went to I was in elementary, and mind you, I'm from Ben Harbor, Michigan, and they took us to an Amish farm, and so or village or whatever you call it. I don't want to say the wrong
get
thing.
your gist.
Yeah, I don't want to call it the wrong thing. Not being disrespectful. So we go there, and they show us around, and I don't remember anything about that trip except for us going into this store, and there was no workers. But you go in there, and you get what you want, and they had a basket of money in there, and they expected you to pay for your food, and take change out, and it was just free money in this basket. It wasn't free money, but I'm like, where are we? I've never seen this before, and but they are very trusting people. And that's what Gretchen is doing for us right now. She's saying, you know what? These are the rules, and these are the rules. These are the
you,
rules.
Big Gretch.
I don't want to put out. I don't want to put that out into the universe saying that we got to carry cars and all of that. I don't want to put that out there. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna take what she said. I'm gonna take what she said.
Here's where things get kind of tricky though.
Oh God.
I'm gonna read this. So here's from the Free Press. Under the new rule, anyone fully vaccinated in Michigan will no longer need to wear a mask while indoors. People who are not fully vaccinated are required to keep wearing masks indoors.
Right.
Anyone outdoors in Michigan does not need to wear a mask, even if they are not vaccinated.
Right.
So
Yeah.
here's where I'm getting at with this.
What's it tricky?
The tricky part is when you're talking about the stadiums. Comerica Park is outdoors. Ford Field is a dome. So are we saying like Comerica Park can go to full capacity and Ford Field can't?
That's what I heard. I heard, and it's from a good source. You're going to have to trust me. I've heard 25K June 1. We'll see. It's not official, but it's from a good source that has been saying that they're going to go to 25K.
To your point.
But at what point in time did she say anything about inside not being full capacity?
Nothing in this.
Right. So they can be full capacity. Just the people that are not vaccinated will have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
That's
to your
it.
point.
So it's not tricky. It's just,
But to Sean's point, the entire mask mandate is going to expire on July 1st.
July 1st or June 1st?
July.
Yeah, I was told June 1st they're gonna expand.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Do we all understand like what strange fucking times we're
It's
living
incredible.
in?
I
This
think
is
about it all
something
the
that has
time.
never happened in this country's history. Where listen,
Has it ever happened in the world?
right?
There's
But
been
what I'm saying is that
Pandemic.
each.
I mean, but like this.
Yeah, go ahead and have your side conversation.
I was trying to have a
No,
nice
I get what you're saying, but
conversation.
Art, I'm
This
going to
is
be
sports
honest.
show.
I
Let's
can't
keep it going.
think about it too long, or I start spiraling.
Yeah, so let's move on
and
to
like
sports.
having a panic attack. So I can't
Yeah.
right now.
My question is this though. How likely are we to have a pandemic versus having a zombie apocalypse?
Well, we're going through a pandemic.
All right,
right
so why would no? And I'm trying to make a point here. All right,
Okay.
let me make my point. So
I'm
why
ready.
would we have a plan? And
Okay, I know what you're
Well,
trying.
you know
no,
what I'm
here,
saying.
let
Like,
me answer that for
yeah,
you.
so
when I
where-
was 12 years old, I read Max Brooks' book called How to Survive
No,
a
no,
Zombie
that's not-
Apocalypse.
in the Pentagon-
I'm prepared. Y'all ain't prepared.
That's
Our
not-
country isn't prepared.
that's not.
I watched
that-
Zombieland.
That's not.
I'm
hold
ready.
on, that's not the point. What I'm saying is, in the Pentagon, we have a plan for a zombie apocalypse, but we don't have a plan for a pandemic. How make it make sense to me?
But you got to understand, we're a country that doesn't have a plan for anything really. Sure, the zombie Look at what happened with 9/11. None of us were prepared because it was a surprise attack. With this pandemic that has come through, each state has a different set of rules. We've all split up into 50 different rule sets, 50 different ways to handle it.
You know why? Because
and
that's our
all of them are
constitution.
screwed.
Because that's our constitutional right.
But then it should be my constitutional right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got
Don't say
something
those
in my
words.
throat. We can't talk about constitutional rights in this state. We lived in a dictatorship. Period. End of story. That is not political. It is factual. She circumvented the legislature. She acted like mom to everybody. Please do not talk Constitution to me in a state where Gretchen Whitmer is the governor. Thank you. Fuck off.
Great show,
Sweat jar.
Sweat jar.
Sweat jar. Give me the card. Go into that emergency stash.
I'm just
Go
going
into
to
that
quiet for
emergency
1 minute.
stash.
I
Good
told
job,
you
Sean.
I was gonna blow. I told you it was there.
I felt it.
They say everybody who says Sean's a nice guy, that's the Sean I know.
Yes, me too.
Well,
That's
if
the
we all
Sean I
just
know.
went to my country, we wouldn't have to deal with
No,
this.
can I? No, all jokes aside. Do you know what? Now I'm going to be calm and I'm going to be sincere. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I just said, not one part of that can be argued, and yet we argue. That's how screwed up we are as a society right
I'm
now.
gonna tell you right now, Sean, you're so bipolar.
I'm being serious right now. Listen to me.
Yeah.
There's not one part of that that can be argued. We were punished. She was caught doing what she wanted to do. Her family was caught doing what they wanted to do. She circumvented the legislature. She broke the law. Okay? That's not Sean talking. That's the Michigan Supreme Court saying. Okay? And people argue this. And people want to say that's political. No, it's fact. That all happened. There's no debate. There's no gray area. All of that happened.
Yeah.
And that's how screwed up is. It's almost like when you and I were talking about, right? We can look at the same thing, and yet people see different things. It's
Blue-
really
is
I
the
mean, there's
dress
right
blue?
and wrong,
Is the
right?
dress
It's
blue or
weird.
gold?
It's weird.
It was black and blue.
Black and blue?
Yeah.
It was
Tom-
gold and white.
Bullshit. It was not.
It was gold and white.
Can I ask one more
can't.
question?
It was. Hey, what color was that dress? Black or blue or gold or white?
Art.
Pull it up.
You're talking about a meme from 1942.
It's not
the
from
thing.
1942.
Are we always going to have a switch in this country to where whenever things get crazy, oh, there's another pandemic, got to lock down? That's my fear, that this isn't...
I agree with you.
Joik, you had mentioned earlier, you had asked Sean, when are we going to get back to normal? I don't see it happening, honestly.
It's getting back to normal.
And
It's
I
getting back to
want
normal.
to stress
I
again.
went. So listen. I went out to eat. I went out to eat the other day, and everything felt normal. People were sitting down, having a meal. It was packed. People were enjoying themselves. The food was delicious. We were laughing. You heard other people laughing. Great energy. I felt normal for that hour and a half or 2 hours of me sitting down and eating.
That's important. I don't care what anybody says. It is.
That is very important.
I want to stress for the record, I was somebody that wore a mask. I was somebody who social distanced. I was somebody that washed my hands. I was. Okay.
Are.
Yeah,
And
you
I
came
am.
in a
No, I'm
mask
serious.
today.
Well, you don't wash your hands all the time. I
I
see
don't
you
go
walking
anywhere
around the
without it.
bathroom
I'm serious.
sometimes.
But at some point in time, you have to stop blaming people for your failure. And our governor has done that. Again, that's not if you want to be the 11-year-old in the room and you want to accuse me of playing politics, that's up to you. Okay? The reality for the adults in the room, the reality is we've been blamed
This
for
is the
her
thing.
misgivings. And
So,
I can't
Sean, I'm gonna ask you
I'll
a
never
question.
accept that. I'll never accept
So
that.
my question is, Sean, what do you think she should have done?
What do I think she should have done? I don't know.
Let us
So-
live
so-
with
You
so-
know what
so-
I can?
so-
You know what I
all
can
right,
tell you?
shut your mouth
I can tell
and
you
let
what
him
she.
answer.
I can tell you that what she did.
Yes.
Was an abject failure.
Okay.
And as recently as a month ago, people would still get mad at me when I said it.
No, I don't think they should.
Art, do you want to get my back? Do you want to get my? Do
Hold
you
on,
remember
Art.
all those?
Hold on, Art.
I was told not to talk.
Hold on, Art. Because right now this is me and Sean conversation.
Go
I'm not
ahead.
bringing you in yet. Because this is my thing. We were totally unprepared for this,
I agree.
and I will agree with you. The lockdown was a fail.
Okay.
But when you're
know where you're
driving,
going.
if you're driving in the car with no GPS,
Okay.
no direction, right, and you have people following you trying to hurt you, are you going to pull over and ask for directions, or are you going to try to lead your family out of harm's way?
I would do it legally.
Huh?
I would do it legally.
So some people are behind you and they're trying to get you. You're gonna go the speed limit.
I might speed, but please tell me that you aren't comparing
I'm not
me
comparing.
speeding away from somebody intent on doing bodily harm to me saying I am your governor and you will obey. They're two different things, man.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she had no blueprint on how to handle this.
I agree.
We had conversations to where it was me and other young business professionals when we all had a Zoom call with the governor herself, and we were bringing issues to her on what we feel we need to do, and she was very accepting to what we were saying and giving us feedback on where we were going, what we were trying
And
to
then
do.
did exactly what she wanted to do,
I
and
hear what
punished us if we didn't listen to Mom.
I ain't gonna say
That's
punish
what
us.
happened again. That's a
Yeah, I hear
factual
what you're
statement.
saying. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just letting you know.
And I listen.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
And I'm sorry to make you spin, Kennedy, but Joik, I wish more people felt like that and felt that way across the board. Okay, because whether we want to admit it or not, our politicians are the ones that turn this political. It has been Donald Trump's fault. It has been Governor Whitmer's fault. It has been Nancy Pelosi's fault. It has been This is a natural. Sadly, a natural, horrible thing that struck our society. Yeah. It is, okay? But as I said, from nearly day one, you can't play hide and seek with a virus. It's a virus.
Right.
Oh, rats. Art's inside and his family's inside, so I'm leaving.
So we have a message. And I have this message that I want to bring to you after these messages. But first, I would like to talk about my bookie, or Sean about my bookie.
I thought it was Kennedy.
I'm doing my bookie?
Yeah.
No.
I
she did
literally
8 Mile
said.
Vodka.
Go ahead, John. Take it away.
Okay.
Basketball, baseball, hockey season are long enough with up to 400 potential matches a month. You can make each and every one matter by having skin in the game with MyBookie.ag. Whether you're placing a wager on your favorite team, player, or just looking for kicks, MyBookie gives you the best odds and tons of options to make all your favorite sports a hell of a lot more exciting. You can bet on the Stanley Cup playoffs, for example, starting tomorrow. Can't wait. Take advantage of the odds on whatever you'd like, or hit up the MyBookie Casino for the full-fledged experience where weekly blackjack tournaments give you and your friends a crack at prize pools up to $50,000. Go to MyBookie.ag, sign up now. Use our promo code Woodward to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. Let them know that we sent you, so use your promo code Woodward to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with a W. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Joik, Kennedy, Sean, This softball player story's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the point? This is one of those what are you hoping to accomplish moments.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that next right here on Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
All right, yeah, before we get into this softball player, there's no other way to say it, shown up by an umpire. I know you wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
I have no idea who Plies is.
So I had a message for you, real quick. So that's Plies, but that's Plies.
That's Plies. I should have known.
That's Plies, but do the new picture though. That's the old Plies. Show them. Bring up the new Plies. Bring up the
Hang
new
on,
Plies.
Joik.
He doesn't
Plies'
even have
number
goals
one
anymore.
fan. Let me
He's
get
not
the.
doing all.
Jesus.
Come on, man. Bring up the new Plies. I'm telling you, man, the man always wants you to live in the past, man. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, Plies, he had a message for all of the D2 athletes, and I think this should be to all the athletes around, but stop choosing the majors that just allow you to stay eligible and only pay you $25 to $30K once you graduate. I don't know any careers that's paying $25, $30K right now. That's not even minimum wage.
Is that an okay picture? Or do you want a better one? Is that okay?
I can't wait till you're going to be in the Joik.
Hip Hop Award. So read it, to all my young athletes. These colleges are telling you you can major in anything you like.
Plies has cleaned himself up.
Yeah, he really has.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. That picture, he looks stylish up there.
Right. but he want to bring up the old ones, you know. So these colleges are telling you you can major in anything you like, and they'll cover it financially. Stop choosing the majors that just allow you to stay eligible and only pay $25 to $30K a year. Want more? Challenge yourself and walk away with a bigger bag.
A bigger bag.
A bigger bag. So
see, you brought up something. What is entry level pay today? You said nobody's paying 25, 30.
No,
now it's
they
more
are.
than that.
I promise you that they are.
Really?
right out of school?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, is that a career, or is that just like, that's not even minimum wage? Like, what's minimum wage, like 35, 40K a year? Hold up.
No.
No, all right.
I had a friend who worked, and his boss got approached by the IRS and said, "Listen, these guys are working this many hours a week. You're not even paying them minimum wage. The minimum wage is $40K." And so he said, so he upped their pay to $40K. He had to because the IRS approached him. So,
Chad, are you watching? Are you watching? You and I are having a conversation real soon, and I'm going to be the one talking.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
If 40K is minimum wage, Chad, you and I are having an emergency meeting.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you did all the talking.
For that emergency fund.
I am talking today, pal. No, you know what? The reason I ask, it's funny. So this August will be 26 years that you've been stuck listening to me or watching me in this business. Mm-hmm. And I still remember my first job when they offered me a full-time gig, and he told me $27,000, I thought I was rich. Seriously, in 1995, I'm not joking, I thought, like, no doubt about it. So is that, Art, you are in there going, no.
No, I'm shaking my head.
Gigs aren't paying like that?
No, I'm shaking my head because you can hear Joik whispering, "Hey, I know Joik, so having a conversation, but let me tell you about something cooler." You guys are like high school girls.
No, but Art, you were shaking your head.
Yeah.
A couple. That's not like in the radio business, for example. You just came from a job in radio.
Listen, I haven't gotten paid a decent wage in 10 plus years working in radio because you get paid off of experience and concert tickets to shows you don't give a fuck about. So let's be real.
Have you been in the game?
Okay.
How old are you? 22?
I'm 32. So here's the thing, though. Minimum wage is $9.87 in Michigan. In 2010, it was $7.40. Inflation in prices of groceries, gas, diapers.
Right.
No one else is taking care of 5 kids like I am.
You only
I
have
understand
inflation
that.
in diapers because you keep having
I
babies.
understand that, but it's the price of everything is going up and the prices of wages are shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me ask you something, though. Let's
It's
say
the truth.
Your old station in Flint calls and said, "Art, we need you to do afternoons. We love what you're doing on Woodward."
Let me.
Would you get like?
Let me give you a fun fact. I'll talk salaries. In Flint, I worked there for 2.5 years and I made $22,000 a year, full time, 22 grand.
Okay. Big money. I see.
Big money. Okay. So when you look at
so how much you get paid here?
Not much further from that.
How much you get?
In all seriousness.
Yes, you do.
What? No, I do. I made a joke. That's what I said.
Lying. We're gonna talk salary. Don't say we're gonna talk salary, and then you don't want to talk salary.
No, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm making now, but I'm not making
Chad,
hundreds
we're
of
having a
thousands.
conversation. Art, just flash me the
this
number.
isn't about
Chad, you are
Jesus
gonna.
Christ.
Chad, you got 2 weeks. You don't pay up, my ass is gone.
No, stop. Listen. The bigger
we
discussion is that college athletes should not settle for 25 to 30K a year. You're a college athlete.
Right.
You're a college athlete and you're proving that you're fucking good, and then you get screwed in the real world because of a major that the colleges told you you're gonna make. It's gonna be cupcakes and lollipops and painted unicorns, and then you get into the real world, you're making 25 to 30K full time.
I want cupcakes and
Fuck outta
lollipops.
here.
You're an old soul. That's why I appreciate you, because you know what, Art? I know people want to hear about everything is awesome and their rainbow's the prettiest, and look at that pretty unicorn. The real world isn't like that, man. People need to wake the bleep up.
But listen, it's more than just what you're making. It's these colleges selling you a false dream.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
And I'll be honest, there's certain schools that are trade schools that sell you that false promise as well, and now they're being engulfed.
Drake salute.
We live it every day. How about the sports fans that we talk to?
Yep.
There are legitimately morons out there that think the Lions are winning 12 games next year.
Well,
and they get mad at you when you go, dude, no. And somehow they're mad at you. It's crazy. Steve Eiserman should win now. He should wave his magic wand the day he was hired.
Who is saying that?
Alakazam, I've
Who
got a
is saying,
Stanley
who
Cup
is
for
saying
you.
that? Come on, man.
Way
People
too
are
many
idiots.
people.
People are idiots.
All right, you guys, we need to
People,
move
no
on
patience.
to Nicole because
Not to be confused with Plies. This is
Not-
Nicole Piles.
right, yes,
Yeah, get it right.
we're getting it right.
All right, so run it down for us real quick because this is crazy.
Sure. So Nicole is a black softball player. She was left embarrassed by an umpire because she had been wearing beads in her hair all season and it had never been a problem. And I guess the umpire had approached her and said, hey, like, you need to put your beads up in a bun so that we can see your jersey number was the issue. And so she puts it up in a bun and the comes back and says, actually, no, you're either going to get benched, you're going to get kicked out, or you have to cut the beads out of your hair right now.
All right, so I'm upset with what the ump said.
Right.
But what did the coach do?
Right. I don't know.
That's what I want. What did the coach get up and do? That's what I want to know. Because this is your player. She's on your team. What did you get up and do for this young girl?
Mm-hmm. I hear
And
you.
that's what we need, and that's what I need to see. That's what I need to hear. All right, do we have any information on what the coach did?
No,
Did
we
she
don't.
take him out? Did she have to cut him? Did the coach bench her?
No, the family is going for social justice, and they're waiting to see what happens as far as not a verdict, obviously, but if it's going to be a case or anything.
Yeah,
so that basically right here, Nicole, a sophomore.
Are they going to tell girls to take clips out of their hair?
No, this is
Or-
the thing. So girls are allowed to wear bobby pins, barrettes, hair clips, but not beads. So to me, it's completely a culturally biased rule.
Here's the other
Completely.
thing. So Mr. Pyle, which is the father, and Nicole said that they wanted an apology from the high school softball coaches, the two umpires from the game, and the National Federation of State High School Associations, according to the Southern Coalition for Social Justice, which is asking to pass policies that eradicate all forms of anti-black biases in school. So although the coach, the umpire might not have done anything, they're going higher up and saying, hey, listen, you know, and it's even happened in, what's sad is this has happened in schools, you know, with African Americans having afros or
wearing that natural hair.
Yeah, and it's just
in
like,
the job industry.
Boy, is that stupid.
In corporate.
Yeah.
Boy, is that
It's
stupid.
horrible.
All these different things.
But the thing, it doesn't just
me
happen to kids.
me having my hair.
Can I?
That's
No,
why you
I
tell me
want
I
to
had to
think
cut my
about
hair
this.
to be on.
What was the impetus? Let's try to get to the impetus for the umpire. He wanted to see the jersey number.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm just thinking out loud here. Sometimes jerseys have the numbers on their arm. Let's play a game of pretend they didn't have the numbers on their arm. Okay. Is it that difficult to ask? Excuse me, young lady. What number are you?
Right.
What are we
Personal
doing?
vendetta.
Like seriously. I mean, I get that you're the umpire. I get the buck stops with you. I get that you know it's a power trip for you. I get
Totally.
that. Okay. But,
Sean,
come on.
yeah.
Come on, man.
You can look at the racial temperature right now in this country. Come on.
I don't get it. Joik, you know
it's
it,
just-
dude.
this
I
is-
got your back there, man. I
This is
don't
like
get it.
look at the racial temperature that's happening in the country right now. Are you telling me that you're that dumb? Do you think this is not going to make the? I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
No,
And then you have people who are hiring these umps. Who's doing these background checks? Come on, are they just putting anybody at the umpire right now? And then I'm not trying to disrespect this man's work, but what you did was out of line.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's going to cause trauma in that girl's life.
You know what?
And
Joik,
that's what it is.
Joik, well said. I'm very fond of saying this. I say this to my kids all the time, and a lot of times this is when they were teenagers in particular, and my daughter still is. But you know, when you get so angry as a parent, and we've all been there, okay? And
I've totally been there.
Most importantly, you have to take the breath.
You know
Forget
what's funny?
that.
You know what's crazy? You know what's funny? For at one point in time, women they couldn't wear braids in corporate offices. But look,
come on.
You can
Well,
see your
look,
number. Clear
You
as
can
day.
see your number.
clear as day, clear as day.
This is what I would love to instead of getting angry at the umpire, I would almost love to talk to him like he was one of my kids, okay? And just go, what were you hoping to accomplish?
Right.
What your end result was blank. Can you fill in the blank for me?
Fill it in.
What was because do you know what it sounds like to me? pardon me. It sounds to me like you were on some crazy power trip. That this is your diamond and you're the umpire and the buck stops here. That's what it sounds like to me because we can see the uniform. Art, can you put that picture up again? Was his excuse, did he actually say with a straight face I couldn't see the number?
With a straight face.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be an umpire.
Yeah.
If you have a trouble seeing the umpire, well, then I hate to think what balls and strikes might mean.
Right.
And maybe you shouldn't be an umpire, bro.
With some glasses out here.
I don't get it.
This is ridiculous.
People make me sad.
Yeah, anyway, I need to break the cool down. So, Drake Bell, Shamalizian, Kennedy Broadwell, Artemis Smith, Fish Fry Friday. Stay tuned with Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. Ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
I do not understand for the life of me, okay? And I know Terry Foster. Hi, Terry. I know Terry Foster, who's in here on Mondays and Thursdays and other days as well, likes to kind of regale people. When I was a younger man, I wasn't right in the head. I'm still not right in the head, but I don't do dumb things. I'll never understand. I'm going to a game. I'm going to a game. Let's say I'm going with my friends or I'm going with my son. Why would I want to fight another fan? Why? I'm there to watch a game. So I don't understand fights at the stadium.
You don't understand that?
No.
You don't understand that?
No.
A fan, were they for the same team? Or was they opposite team?
teams.
Opposite. You'll
That's
see a
all you
video
need
in a
to know.
second.
Yeah.
But I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Hey, you're a Bear fan. I hate the Bears. I'm a Lions fan. You don't like the Lions. Let's fight.
No, but you know.
No,
Hey, it's
I
like
don't wanna
hockey.
watch this.
It's like hockey.
Bop.
Laid him out.
Look at how he falls down. He like. And then everyone goes nuts. Whoa.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Here's a
Padre
different
fan.
angle.
Laid him out.
Done.
Done.
Good
Night,
night.
night.
I just want to know what the context of this is because.
So you don't know what happened. I
Right.
can't. You can't hear what the words are saying.
But I mean, he had to
but-
leave his seat
He
at
had
the
to leave
other
his
side
seat.
of the
He had
road
to come all the way over.
because everyone's 6 feet apart.
Regardless of what happened, he's wrong because the guy never touched him. He walked
Right.
from there all the way over. He's going to be getting sued. We'll see what happens.
No.
But
No, he's not
because this
gonna
is
be
what
in.
happened.
He's not pressing charges.
Let me
he's
explain.
not pressing charges.
No. So before
He's not.
Nope.
before there was the
He's not a rat. I got respect for that man. He took it on the chin. He took that L to say, you know what, I'll be back. I'll
Do
be
I
all
need to
right.
mute your mic
He
to let
folded
Art
quick.
speak?
You said what?
Do I need to mute your mic to let Art speak?
You can mute my mic if you want to. You want to get fired. So like I was saying.
Well, then they
like I
need
was
to
saying,
make sure
like I
someone
was
else runs
saying,
audio. Then you won't have audio then because
Whatever,
it appears
Smithers.
no one else runs
Whatever,
audio around
Smithers.
here.
Smith, be quiet.
There's no one else that runs audio here, so good luck with your show.
You said what?
Good luck with your show.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're replaceable. Anyway.
Okay, well, good.
Now
Good luck
that
with
was
your
too
show.
much.
Hey,
That was
Jesse.
too much.
Good luck with your
Jesse.
show.
That was too much.
Hey, Art,
Whoa.
you're replaceable too.
Whoa.
When
Yeah.
you're doing
Hey,
the show, when you're
neither
doing
one
the
of you guys are
show,
playing me on Call of Duty.
Wow.
And we're not sending you to New Zealand
When-
anymore. I'm stopping the GoFundMe.
I don't want to go by you. I want to go by myself. So that's fine by me.
Can I just
We're
say
not
though-
going to New Zealand anymore.
I'll go by myself. That's fine with me.
I'm stopping the GoFundMe.
I don't need to go fund me. I'll go by myself.
Art.
I'm a man.
You know, can I say this and Art?
Good content, Joy.
You know the story. The guy that got hit said he isn't going to press charges or anything like that. I don't care what somebody said to me a section away. As an adult, I'm not going to go up and slug the man.
Right.
I'm just not.
I don't know.
There's too much to lose.
You give him the bird and you move on.
Why would I?
Hey,
I don't care what you're saying.
What I have to keep telling you, Sean, a man that has nothing to lose is the most dangerous thing in the world.
Yeah, and then you know what? At the end of the day, what if the guy does file suit
Man,
against
that
me?
was a good punch.
What if
though.
he
That was
does?
a good
What if,
punch.
what if he does? What if he does file suit against me? What if he does? What if he does press charges against me?
Oh well.
Right.
Then I look like an idiot.
No, you just
I'm
take
not
it on
going
the
to do
chin.
that. No, absolutely not.
Hey, it's fans fighting other fans. Words go back and forth, and it escalates from it's not a you're a Lions fan, you're a Bears fan. Let's fight. It goes from you guys are gonna lose. No, you guys are gonna lose. A play happens. Oh, you guys suck. You guys suck. You have a couple drinks. And now it starts to get personal.
Then you know. Then
Then it
what
starts to get personal.
Then you know what I would say at that point.
Do you
in time?
remember that big brawl they had in Easter Market?
Yeah, grow up.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm going to go sticks and stones. You can say whatever you want to me. Just
Listen,
go. That's
that-
great. I'm
I'ma
not
tell you
going
this,
to
Sean.
get up out of my seat
I'ma tell you this,
and go
Art.
slug another man at a game.
Why do
It's
they
never
call
going to
some-
happen.
Why do they have liquor stores and they under liquor store it says spirits, wines, beers, spirits, wines, beer. You're not in your right spirit. You're drinking. You're not in your right mind. You know, Hennessy. What they say? Hennessy turn you up, or is it brown bring you down and white get you hyped? Like he probably been drinking and now. Look, he ready for everybody. Look, you
Yeah.
want to run up too? You want to run up too?
Yeah, he was ready for
Yeah, he
everybody.
was ready for everybody.
He's stumbling backwards, too. He's definitely hammered.
Yeah.
Watch him when he's like,
You know, if you look at the people in the background, laughing, and the woman put her hand over her mouth. You see that? She's so surprised.
Because there's another side of the story. So supposedly this had happened because the guy that got knocked out was something to do with a woman. And then here's the other thing that you have to look at, and what I don't understand, and we talked about this on the morning show this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and you don't fucking respond. There's a grown man coming after you. Sure, he's briskly walking. And you don't put your hands up to defend yourself?
Right.
He's not coming to give you ice cream.
Hey, he put him at last second. He did, but it was too late.
oh, he tried with the.
He tried to put his hands
And
up.
it looked like he
Right.
punched with his left.
No.
No, that's
No,
his
it's
right.
all right.
That's right.
It's a
hand.
I'm
wide
dyslexic.
right.
I bet my
Yeah,
right's
It's a
clear.
wide
Oh,
right.
he came with that power punch.
Do you
But
know,
my
do you know
thing-
how
Yeah.
easy
That's
that
the
is?
power
You just
punch.
It's that simple.
But
Guess
that's
what?
the
I
thing.
stopped your punch.
You're standing there like, oh, hey, there's someone coming. Like, to me, that's not a
Listen, he doesn't have the same training you have in MMA.
I understand
in
that, but
octagon.
Joy,
he
that's
doesn't
not a
have your
sucker
training in
punch.
the octagon.
A sucker punch you don't see coming, like D-Mac says. That's not a sucker punch. You got cocked. And you
know what I'm saying?
deserved
But he
it for
doesn't
not
have
putting your fucking
training, though,
hands
Art.
up.
You can't expect everyone to be able to be ready for a punch like that.
I don't care
You
what.
have 5 seconds! This isn't fucking Tony hitting you!
I don't care. Listen, I don't care what he said. I don't care. I'm not going to be compelled to get up and take 5
But
steps.
if you
and
heard what
slug
Art said, it was
somebody.
about a woman.
And
that's the rumor.
Listen,
Here's the other
okay.
thing.
I'm still not going to get up and walk across.
So he might have
badass.
smacked the girl on the butt and went back to his seat like nothing happened. He said, "Oh no," and walked over there. Said, "You're not gonna smack my dead on the booty."
That's what could have happened.
And that's what happened. You don't know what happened.
I'm not
You're
some
right,
badass.
You don't know what happened.
But
Do you know what I can tell you?
What?
I
Come on.
wouldn't get up out of my seat, take 5 steps, and slug some guy in the face. I wouldn't do it. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
There's nothing good that can come of that. There's nothing good that can come of that. Do you know what the best case scenario is?
Yeah.
The guy doesn't press charges, and everybody's talking about what a moron you look like.
Yeah, he didn't like him more.
So there's nothing. I'm sorry. There's nothing good that can come from that.
What is it, Art?
here's the other thing too. I'm 5'8", 160 pounds. I'm far away from being a badass.
You 165. Well, okay.
160. Weighed myself this morning. 165. You're right. But anyway, I would never, like, you have to be prepared. I would be prepared to get my ass beat and at least put my hands up. Protect yourself. Like
Like
the
that
guy
one time-
stood there like a dumbass. I've got my ass beat plenty of times. I've
Now,
also
that's-
beat ass.
Hey,
That's-
and
I
I've
think
been meaning to
that's a
talk to you
different
about
scenario.
that. I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I got to talk to Trish and tell her to ease up on you a little bit.
She tells
And
me not
Art,
to
that's
talk
a,
back.
that's a. Now, if somebody came up to me and did that, well, then at that point in time, you do have to defend yourself. I
Right.
understand.
He didn't have time to defend himself. He
But,
got
but
knocked
what
out.
I'm
Yeah, he got
like,
knocked out for
I'm
sure.
not. Sorry, I'm not going to be compelled to do something like that. I don't.
You want a good time?
Oh,
Go
no.
online and look up NFL stadium fights.
You see,
And-
is everybody running up the stairs?
mean,
to
you
grab him?
You ever been? I'm showing my age here, but everybody that was there will agree with this. Art, I don't need to. Do you know what all I have to do?
Silverdome.
Is remember going to games at the Silverdome on the third
Hold on,
day.
do you see the guy run up there
Back
and
in
gonna go
my
grab it
day.
and then bags up
What?
like,
Yeah,
oh, no,
we
no,
were
no,
talking
no.
about this. So watch, there's a guy right in the
Hold
corner.
on, right here.
Right
he
here.
runs and said, oh,
And
okay,
he's
I'm not
got
touching
hat
him.
and glasses.
I'm not
I'm
touching him.
getting out of here. I'm getting out of here.
I'm out of here. I'm
Oh,
out.
yeah,
I'm not
yes.
touching it.
Hands up, Pete. I'm out.
He's the
I'm out.
smartest guy in the bunch.
That would've been me
Seriously,
too.
though. Stay,
I'm out.
it ain't my bullshit, ain't my
He's the
problem.
You know who he
Smartest guy
reminds
in
me
the
of?
bunch.
He reminds me of your big dog.
Yeah, Rocket. That's
Right.
Rocket.
He reminds me of Rocket.
Crying his mind out. Right? Biggest baby ever. And there's the little and there's the girl holding a coyote at bay.
Oh my God.
We call her Carrie the Righteous now. That's what we're calling her. in our
Art
house.
weighs less than
Carrie
Devontae
the
Smith.
Righteous.
Pretty much true.
But no, I mean that's to me that's like Art. I would be
Trish
that
don't knock him
guy.
out anymore. Trish doesn't knock you out anymore.
I would want to try to get between the two guys to make sure no more damage is done. And then when I saw that there were other heroic people there that wanted to get physical, that's when I turn around and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got to tell you a story. So I was at my son's first road trip. My son and I've brought this up before. We go to a lot of different baseball games, right? We haven't planned where we're going yet this summer because
Baseball?
of everything that's going on. But yeah, Fish, I was talking to you and your dad about this. We take baseball trips, and we've been to 19 different stadiums. And we were in Cleveland when the Tigers were very good and
Cleveland?
Cleveland wasn't very good. And the fans around us were giving us so much crap. And this one guy in particular, I'd say late 20s. Here I am. I think I was, let's see, 36 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with my 6-year-old son.
Right.
And they're chirping at us like, and the guy's like trying to provoke me. And I looked at him and I was like, dude, what's wrong? Can I get you a beer? No, you can't get me a beer. I go, I'm with my 6-year-old son, man. Like,
I don't
Like-
understand what's
like
wrong with
I would
people.
almost get it if I was with a group of Tiger fans and we were being obnoxious. My son and I are just sitting there minding our own business. I got my Tiger cap on. And it was one of those things where no joke, I could have eaten this guy for lunch if I wanted. It would have been like, well, worst case scenario, I'll knock him the hell out. But it was
Right.
one of the, you know what I did? I looked at my son. I said, son, let's go. We're going to go sit someplace else.
Yep.
And we, crisis averted.
Easy.
That's
Sean,
all. That's
the
all
world
I
needs
need.
more people like you,
That's
Sean.
that's all I
Right.
need. Let's
The
think
world
about
needs
this.
more people like you,
I'm
Sean.
with my 6-year-old son.
Yeah.
Tiger fan punches Indian fan at Cleveland game. I'm sure that'd go over real well with the Cleveland
Yes.
Police Department.
Yeah, it will.
You-
He walked up on you. You were defending
Huh?
yourself.
You know, and it's one
He
of those
walked up
things.
on
I-
you, Sean.
Like honestly, I looked at my son. I go, Jack, come on, let's go a section over.
The worst thing that could have happened there is you fought him and he beat you up in front of your son. Now it would have been like Kevin Hart and his dad, and he just lose all respect for you. And he say, you tell your son go get the trash. He said, hey, you go take the trash out before I get that guy from the Indians game to come back down here
Yep.
and knock you out again. All right, son, I get the trash.
But yeah, I feel like honestly that's growth though, because as you get older, you realize like, listen, like I'm gonna be honest.
You can't waste your last good fight on that Indian. No
way.
You gotta say that for
I
a
got
Bears
one
fan.
left. I'm telling
you gotta say
you.
that for
Mikey
a Bears fan
TikTok,
of Mike.
set it up.
I got. No, he.
You know one thing
He don't-
about
he
Mike.
want that.
You know
He-
one thing
he
about Mike. It's a double whammy because you don't like Mike and he's a Bears fan. So it's perfect.
Is he a Bears fan
Yeah.
too?
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a big time Bears fan.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, a huge
Oh, Mike,
Bears
this is
fan.
happening.
Yeah.
You're
And
gonna
don't be
you're-
scared.
You're going to get your ass whooped by an old man, dude.
Don't be scared
People are
of his
going to make
muscles.
fun of you. People are going to make fun of you for the rest of your days.
You know what? Not an old man, a gentleman. That sounds better.
Yes.
You know? You're gonna get your ass beat by a gentleman.
Yeah, sorry. You can call it growth. You know what I call it, Art? I call it smart.
Well, you know what?
I don't-
First he made fun of you on your own show, and then on top of that, he's a Bears fan.
On top of that,
The disrespect.
He's going to pay. Yeah.
Hey, can you give me a mic check? Oh, 1 2 1 2. Are they no?
Did you give your fish names? No. Like
Thunder and lightning, baby.
Well, after the surgery on my hand, I could call this one broken.
Well, now he knows your weakness.
No, he doesn't.
You call it. Listen, he calls it broken because it break jaws.
Right.
It break jaws. That's why he calls it broken.
Dave said, I remember hearing lots of stories about the fights at the Silverdome. You guys, that is not urban legend. It was I don't know what it was about that third deck. It was insane. Every game I went to, there were fights up there. Terry, you weren't here one Monday. Terry was in here, and Terry would say that a lot of times up in the press box, and I got to experience this as a member of the media as well, you'd stop watching the game. You know, it might be the fourth quarter, and hey, the Bears are up by 27 in the fourth quarter. And these fights would start right underneath you at the press, because the press box was just above the third deck. Everybody would stop. We'd be looking down watching the fights. It was fight night in Pontiac. I'm not joking. Every Lions game was like that. It was weird.
You know what though? Why is it? You tell me this. I wish we could fight in football.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah.
I wish we could.
I wish you guys could too, honestly.
I wish we could.
I do
but
too.
we come up with rules where you can't clear the bench. Just whoever's on the
Right.
field.
Just like the NHL.
Yeah, whoever's on the field. That's who's.
Now let me ask you this: Would you be a gentleman about it and take off your helmet?
You have to.
You should.
You should.
No, that'd be
Let
stupid.
me tell you, it doesn't happen in the NHL very often.
No, that'd be
Clay
stupid.
Because
Matthews,
when you
when he
throw a
pulled-
punch,
That's stupid.
Listen,
when you throw a punch and I catch helmet, yeah.
here's my question. Clay Matthews, when he grabbed you by your hair, if you were allowed to fight, is he catching hands? He better say yes. Say
yes.
hell yes.
Yeah, I mean, even then, but the thing was it was weird because I was here and he apologized immediately.
It don't matter. You
It
should
don't
have had every
matter.
right to sock him in the jaw.
But it
Grab
don't
your
matter.
hair.
It's like this though.
Fuck
It was-
Green Bay.
But it was it was the respect factor that he immediately apologized for doing it.
He hurt my boy. You're my man.
I wasn't hurt. I was
No,
good.
he emotionally.
It was a principle.
And you
Joyce
know what?
doesn't get hurt.
Whenever I see this stupid face, I think Joyke's gonna get you one day, bro. One day.
It is a
I've never
freaking stupid face.
Listen, I've never missed a game in my entire career off of a game injury. The only time I missed the game or missed games is when I had surgery and I tried to come back early and I wasn't ready yet, and when I had a concussion and I had to sit out due to the concussion protocol. But other than that, I have never missed a game due to getting roughed up on the field or anything like that. I never had a reconstructive surgery throughout my career, which is, knock on wood, no ACLs, no MCLs, none of that. So.
Well, that's because we haven't grappled yet. So, just be easy.
All right,
This
sure.
again.
You know what? We're gonna do it one time.
Oh God.
On
And I'm
video,
not gonna take it.
please.
And I'm not, but bro, we're gonna get in the octagon one time, and I guarantee he's not gonna get in there.
I'm gonna bring out that gorilla.
Do it again.
Gorilla. Please don't fuck me up, bro.
Yeah, one time. I'm gonna do it with you one time.
I can't believe you pulled that out. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Kennedy, you weren't here for that when Joyke got all fired up.
got fired
and
up.
we were talking about the draft and like
We
Joyke, you went bipolar in that moment. You were talking
Yeah.
all Joyke
And, and
then
Scott
all of a sudden-
Scott Bischoff was over here, condescending. Ooh, you made the water shake. Oh, Scott, shut your. I'm gonna reach across this table, man.
Poor Bischoff.
You remember that shot?
You could tell Bischoff was nervous too. He's like, "Oh, you made the cup shake."
Ooh.
That was hysterical.
Yeah.
That was
That's pretty good.
really, really good.
Anyway.
All of a sudden, by the way, Art on YouTube, it says, "Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video." I don't know if that means anything, but I thought I'd point that out to you.
Well, listen.
I don't know what that
Listen,
means.
Do
we
you
have
guys
to take
care
one
about-
more break?
Thank you.
But listen, when we come back, I want to talk about A-Rod and his ownership group closing out the deal.
Can I
for
talk about
ownership
sugar
with
daddies and
Timberwolves.
sugar babies?
And life choices. And
Lots
life
to get
choices.
to.
We are back. Joyke Bell, Sean Belizean, Kennedy Broadwell, Over Sports, Bella Belizean.
Hi.
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 How are you?
Hola.
Kennedy, I got to get
Yes.
in it. Maybe we'll wait till Monday, but I got to talk about this thing because I found out about this thing a couple years ago. The whole sugar daddy, sugar baby thing. Again, I'm old. I didn't know anything
Sugar baby.
about
You got
it.
some sugar babies?
No, and it was funny because my son explained to me that somebody that he went to high school, they found out that she was on like one of the sugar daddy baby whatever sites or whatever, and it was
Seeking
fun.
arrangements, probably.
Okay, and they had some fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you got a sugar daddy?
No, but Art can show you. So these are my DMs. And so the guy says, like, hi, I want to give you a $400 weekly allowance and send you gifts so I can spoil you. And I get this text while I'm in the office with Art. So I was like, Art, what do I say? Like, this is freaky. He's like, ask him how soon you start. So I did.
How did he get a hold of you?
This is on my Instagram DMs. Yeah.
Reason number 3,522 why Sean will never be on Instagram.
Right. So then we see all this. I say, sounds good. Art's like, you got to play along. So then go to the next DMs, Art. They start getting a little scary. So I try and bait him. Here, I'm not. This is, see, I'm being smart. I'm not giving any of my real information away. Right. Very important. So, and then he asks, how old are you, Kenny?
Oh, boy.
And so I was like, I'm going to bait this guy and tell him I'm underage. And also ask for his Venmo and Cash App.
Oh, that's gross.
And then he says, 17 never looked better. I was like, okay, if I say that I'm 17, he'll back off, right?
That is sickening.
No, he doesn't.
You gross pig.
Right, and then this is where
What's
it
his
ends
name?
because it was scary.
Put his name on there.
You get sued. I don't want us to get
Why
sued.
can't we get sued?
Well, here's the thing is that I told Kennedy, I said, listen, you got to be really careful with this because, you know, that's, I held his name out. I said, but the fact that she put 17 and he's like, ugh, even better. Like, that's weird, man.
Looking good. Fucking creep.
Here's my question,
definition. What'd you call it?
Oh, what did you say? Creepy old guy, Cog?
Yeah, creepy old man.
Creepy
I'd
old
almost
Comb.
expect Chris Hansen to come walking in.
Yeah, that's where
she
it
said,
got weird.
17, and I'm a college student. He said, 17 has never looked better. Come on in, get yourself a lemonade. Remember that To Catch a Predator show that was so creepy?
Yeah, they get.
That's what. Like I looked at those texts. It just it gave me the heebie-jeebies, man.
That's why we're calling it Freaky Friday.
Man, he would have to catch these hands
You do that for me?
for sure.
I
Hands
love it.
down.
Thanks.
But people,
but do you remember
but
that?
people
Yeah,
do
but that
things like that.
No, they
like,
do.
There are arrangements, as you called it, like that. There are.
No, that's real. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. I mean, the things with the stuff that's going on in this world, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so many crazy people. It just makes me more cautious and more aware for my daughter and make sure that she always has, make sure that I'm bringing her up the right way, make the right choices, and make sure she's always cautious of the people that she surrounds herself with and strangers like this. Kenny, that you're a brave soul, and I would have put his name out there.
Yeah.
Because that's creepy.
I was
That's
under
creepy.
Art's watchful eye while I was doing that. So
They said, I'm gonna put his name out. Just invite him somewhere and let him pull up. And
see,
just,
no. So this is why I asked, do you do Venmo or Cash App? Because I was like, okay, if he is just gonna send it, and then he was like, I send checks. So I was like, oh, so he would want my address. So then I was like, this is probably a scary predator type thing, and that's why I just blocked him, deleted it. Sent the DM start, and it was like, this is where I have to call it. Because I don't want to get trafficked today.
That's like really gross.
Yeah.
Just like, so people, when you, because I remember you told me to slide into your DMs. Is that the right, like?
Yes.
slide in your DMs.
Okay.
And so you can slide
Whatever.
into people's DMs, right?
Yeah.
That's not creepy to slide into somebody's DMs. That's not creepy. The creepy thing is a comb talking to a 17-year-old girl.
The
like
calm?
what?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it calm or comb?
Calm.
Calm.
Like
Creepy
stay
old
calm.
man. Yeah. Wow, that is, that's gross. That's really, I mean, that's not directed at you. I hope you
No,
understand.
no.
that.
I know. That's why I purposely said I'm 17. I was trying to get rid of it.
People, how do you guys feel? Are we getting comments about that? Can you bring them up? Good job, Art.
Good job, Art.
It's just stick behind you, just interrupting
and talk
you
shit.
before
That's fine, too.
The show's over.
Yeah, I don't quite get that. See, here's the
But
thing.
you
What
have
is it,
people out here with
Venmo
those-
and Cash app?
Yeah, Venmo
I don't
and
have
Cash App.
either one of those.
You don't.
Should I
Yeah,
have
it's
those?
usually for people under 50.
Should I have those? Really?
For people under 50.
Why do you have to be mean like that?
Do you have PayPal?
No.
You should have said I'm 30 with kids. You should have said I'm 30 with 6 kids.
Next time, I'll do that next time. I get a DM like that once or twice a day.
Feet fetish dudes.
Next time, I'll
are
go
the real
with the
creeps.
30 with 6 kids.
Wait,
It says feet fetish dudes
All
are the
right,
real
help me
creeps.
out here. So, like, some dude slips into your DMs.
And he'll
Did
ask for feet pics.
He just wants a picture of your feet.
Yeah,
the fuck's wrong
those,
with you?
just do them.
Baiting them to whoop their A.
What's wrong with you?
All right, let's move on to covering actual sports. What do we got? One last one. Come on, guys. We're
All right.
reaching
Why
the
would
end
you
of the
just bring-
show.
why-
What
why would
lion
you just
game?
bring it
What
up?
lion
Just
game is
bring it
can't
up.
miss for
You
you
don't have to
guys?
say we need to talk
Yeah,
about
okay. Hey, Joik, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
No, let me ask. What?
Okay, Art.
You
raise
just
your
told
hand.
me to bring up a topic.
No,
That's what I'm doing.
don't bring
Sean
it up.
brought one up. He
What
said,
lion
what?
game is can't miss for you?
Thank you. When the schedule came out, I yelled across the living room and I was like, Dad, we're going on October 31st to the Eagles game. Why is that?
Because that's going to be a good game, and you want to watch that game because your friend used to play for the Lions. You want to go see the Detroit Lions play.
Right, and also
Darius Slay.
Thank you. And then obviously the final game against Green Bay, I have to be there. And then if I could travel and I had money, I would definitely go see the Rams in LA.
I have a confession to make to you guys. This is the first year in many, many years. My son's lived in Chicago, obviously, and I haven't been able to go to Chicago to go to a game with him because I've been busy on Sundays, and I'm not going to be busy this year on Sunday with radio or television. So I am going to see the Lions and the Bears on October 3rd in Chicago. That's what I told him because my son and I haven't had
Fight
a chance.
night?
We have not. Fight night. No, we have not. We've not had a chance to go to a game in the last few years because number one, he's at school, and even when he's not in school, like when he comes home at Thanksgiving time, well, I'm always working. You know, my day would normally begin at 9 with TV, and then I'd have to run to radio at 11 o'clock, and I'm gone all day.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of that this year. None of it. Zero. Zilch. Don't ask me. I'm going to tell you no. And I am, that's what I told him. I said, I'll come in like late Saturday. I'll get a hotel near him. I'm not going to stay at his place. And first thing in the morning, we're going to go over to Soldier Field. I can't wait.
Why can't you stay at this place?
You don't want to stay at college houses.
I don't want to impose. That's his place. Let them do kids things. No.
It's just for a day.
No, I'll call my sugar baby and she can spend the night with me
Yeah,
in
did you sign-
the
the
nice
thing is,
hotel in Chicago.
Did you DM her yet to let her know that you're?
I'll slide into her DMs and ask for two things. I want some feet pics, and if she is available
And back rubs.
Saturday, October 2nd, and she can come with me and be my sugar baby.
Yes.
Or whatever. Is that no?
So
but
when they
correct.
put the kiss cam on you during the game, are you going to kiss her?
no, I'll act like I didn't know. her.
Those are my favorite videos ever when people get caught with people they're not supposed to be with on the kiss
hold
cams.
up, or they put the kiss cam on this guy and this woman, and he had a sign. He opened it up, and like it was like a cardboard. He opened it up, and it had an arrow pointing. It said, "It's my mother." That was
Arthur.
golden. What's up, Art?
Joik, I
Artie.
just want to know which game we're going to. Which one?
Pressure's on.
I'm not taking any games with me.
Wow.
I already took you to a game. Now
And I
you
was
give a guy an
appreciative.
inch. Now you want to take him out.
And I was
Wait,
I told him I was
appreciative.
going to take him to, and I have to take Kennedy to a game next.
The Eagles game? So I can
No,
meet-
take her to a Wings game. They're playing like next week.
No.
That was the.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
We got you.
But
We
Joik,
got
what game are you
But
looking
the game
forward
I'm
to
looking
seeing?
forward to watching is I might even go out there for is the Detroit versus the Rams.
You might go out. Ooh.
You know what game looks
Put
good?
me in your suitcase.
No, you know what
I'm going
game?
that guy.
Can you put the schedule back up for just a second? So Art and I are planning something, or excuse me, Joik and I are planning something that we're not allowed to talk about yet.
Yeah.
We'll just say it at that.
We probably do it week 9.
How you know what I was looking at, Joik? How about the middle? How about the middle of October?
Yes.
That
that'd
game
be
against
perfect.
the Bengals.
Yep.
We can go see Joey Burrow and the because the weather's not going to be too piss poor.
Nope.
That's a good day to do our thing.
day.
And
we're-
it's the day
we're
before
gonna
my
tell all of
birthday.
you
Is
about
either
our
going to
thing,
be
too.
that one or the third game of the season? One of the
I'm
two.
going to have to check the Wayne State schedule because I might be in Missouri that day. But
Okay.
but I'm with you. The 26th, the 26th,
Or the
or
7th
the 17th are
of
the two
October.
dates we're going to do our. And when I say do our thing, this also happens to be. We're just gonna. The only thing I can say is, Woodward Sports fans will be involved. How's that?
Woo!
You're gonna play.
Well, it's time to get up out of here.
No.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. You have Artemis Smith, Kennedy Broadwell. You have the one, the only, the legend, the myth, the man.
Those L's
Fish.
don't stand for legend.
And then you have Sean Belizian. Here we go. Appreciate you for tapping in to Fish Fry Friday. What up, Fish? Want to tell the fans bye? Nope, don't put it on me. Gang, gang,
Gang,
we're out.
gang.
You guys are ruthless.
You guys.